Oh, hi, G1s. Welcome to the
Hello.
G1 Game Day podcast. And for some reason, the
Ah,
camera's
look
gone.
like
My
things.
Did it
camera's
flip it
gone.
around? Oh my god.
It flipped it and
It
it's
was a basic
gone.
thing.
Oh my god. See, this is all
Wolf is
set
here. He promises.
before
You
we
just can't see
started.
him right now.
So
We're doing it live.
I'm going to add all this stuff live. So deal with it. I am your host, Johnny Chase. And as soon as this pops up and I put him in his right spot.
I am the disembodied voice of Mr. TL Wolf.
And
Hey, there I
is.
am.
Swear to God, it's only us that this happens to. And this little peach
there you
thing
go.
is Woody Man because there's more peach color in his avatar than anything else.
I am Peach Man.
There.
Give me your peach. They look like
There we go.
Okay. Now I gotta go to the news section and do the same thing. Which first, like we had it set up. It was copy and pasted, but maybe you disconnected and reconnected during the call. I don't know.
I don't know.
So is that what my background is peach? Because all my avatars basically that color.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did not know
Yep.
that. I hate it. Let's pick the color.
Oh,
that
they got
your
worse.
avatar
That's
is to make
worse.
that the background, not something opposite.
I thought I copied this. Oh God. This is a professional shift we run here.
Professional ship.
Although I will say we are better than most television broadcasters who still can't figure this shit out, and can't go. You know what? We're all still doing this from home on webcams and shit. Maybe we don't use our Apple AirPods as microphones. Maybe we should go onto Amazon. Hey, those Twitch streamer guys are probably doing a good job. What did they use? Oh, they use a mixer that's this and a microphone that's this, and it sounds a lot better. Maybe we should
snowball.
Maybe we should do that.
I mean,
I can plug it in.
I was gonna say until you sent me this mixer, Johnny, I used a snowball. Sounded fine.
Yeah. Same with mine. Like I that snowball microphone I had from Blue, it worked so well for me over the years, and then all of a sudden it just started like going on the fritz. Yeah, that right there, like a great starter microphone.
I have one. I have one in the bookcase under this computer for some reason.
Yeah, Melanie, that's what she uses for her streams in the other room. You want to know something funny is that I bought that microphone when I junked one of my cars because it was written off. I couldn't I took it to a junkyard. Someone was actually offering me twice what it was worth, and I had already signed the paperwork. I said, if you wanted, buddy's in the office here. You get it from him. Fair warning though is that here's my estimate of how much it was going to cost to fix and this and that. And he's just like, yeah, it's better if we crush it. It was a cheap Honda Civic with a stick shift, which I kind of miss. I kind of miss a stick shift car. It makes you feel that you're in control.
Your Honda Civic.
So sometimes I do and stuff, but it was a
manually
piece of
really
shit.
feel the weight of the car.
Yeah. It's been a hot minute. We had an extra Wednesday in the stream schedule, so of course we had to do something special for that. And the rotation goes through, so here we are. So we've had 3 weeks off. So I guess instead of how was your weeks, how was your month? Wolf, we'll start with you. How's everything down in Maine or Canada Light?
Yeah. I mean, in Maine, fine. I had my birthday since the last podcast, and definitely since the last time I was here. It's been a hot minute because I keep being busy on Wednesdays. But had a birthday, had a really good birthday stream, which defied all conventional wisdom of the newest game I played. I think was 2002, and yet it's been my biggest stream so far. Game from 1989 and mid 90s and 2000s.
Yeah, because I saw you were playing Space Quest 3, which you and I streamed together on my channel, and then you're playing some type of shmup.
Yeah, Tyrion 2000, which if anyone saw it and they want to play it, it's free. It's been free since mid 2000s. You can just go to GOG and download it for free.
Yeah. And because you were playing games off of GOG actually rated you and hosted you.
Yeah, they hosted me. Yeah.
And you got a big boost out of that, which was crazy.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then I kind of did that kind of thing today. It was just like, yeah, here's some random PlayStation stuff. Yeah, Spider-Man, why not?
Def Jam.
Test Drive, why not? Yeah, Def Jam, why not?
Whoa! Which one was that?
Def Jam 5 for New York. I played the whole thing on Mixer.
Dude, you're sitting on a gold mine. Do you know how much that's worth?
I do. I can't understand. It's not going to fucking load, so I can't play the damn thing. Need for Speed Underground 1. Hey, it's not open world.
Yeah.
It's not as good. It's okay. It's not as good. Not as good as 2.
No.
Trust me, I've been keeping an eye on my local record store to see if I get one. Because for whatever reason, they sell the Xbox and the PlayStation ones if they get them for like $20. So it's like, I see it, I will pick it up. And if someone needs it...
Okay, maybe they don't check price charting?
Weirdly enough, I think the GameCube one is like $40-something. But the Xbox and PlayStation, they still have technically listed at $18.97, but it also depends on them getting one.
Okay.
So
my one of the Melanie and I will go across the bridge to PEI to go shopping because they have a wider selection. They have a huge inventory, and a lot of the stuff doesn't leave the island. Because what are you going to do? You're going to sell to someone across the bridge? No, because it's going to cost you $40 to get across the damn thing. So GameCube, Def Jam 5 for New York, loose price $90. PS2, greatest hits, your copy right there. Is it complete?
Yeah.
You're sitting on $130 there.
I have 5 for New York somewhere.
Shit, it still has like anti-theft shit in it.
120.
It still has some like anti-theft stickers in it.
And I don't know why it's so expensive. Like, I'm gonna look at the.
I mean, it's a weird like hidden gem of the PlayStation for people who don't know. You know.
Okay, I'm just looking.
I get my copy, but I'm plugged into the computer.
All right. Okay, it's looking over.
I also played ESPN NFL 2K5 and like SSX3. I tried to play one of the Dragon Ball Budokai games, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
On its own loose, it's $100. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, the problem would be, I don't want to sell it. I like the game too.
Yeah. I wouldn't sell it either.
I'd sell it.
Yeah, my favorite part of Budokai, though, of other shit I played, other than nerding out about Def Jam, was like, I was playing Piccolo. I went to special moves. It gave me a handful of special moves. I played Raditz, went to special moves. There's just like no information. It's like, what do you mean no information? I have like 4 bars. Tell me what I can do with this. Nope, we don't know.
What, Devil Sunday, I think his move is?
I have no idea because it didn't tell me.
Yeah. It's Budokai 1, right?
I think it was Budokai 2.
Okay, because in
It was also
Budokai
interesting
1...
that Vegeta was not unlocked from the beginning. Yeah, Budokai 2.
Yeah, because Budokai 1 has a tiny little mini game after you fight Raditz, where you're Piccolo charging up your special beam cannon, and you have to rotate the analog stick to position Raditz and Goku right in the middle before you go special beam cannon.
I didn't play the story. I just did random fights. And I don't know what's happening. Sometimes I can side stuff. Sometimes I can't. What are the buttons? I only have the disc. What are the buttons? What am I doing? Why is special beam cannon like forward punch, 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 forward punch, energy? Like, what the fuck is that combo to get special beam cannon?
Sounds like a Raging Demon.
I don't know. Like,
oh,
I'm trying to find my copy of 5 for New York. Don't mind me.
Oh, your weeks are coming up soon there, so get prepared.
I mean,
so what
other than that, I've been grinding through Monster Hunter again. Like, I just had I kind of wanted to take a break because people who tune into my channel, they know I've been doing visual novel games, but trying to do all the voices in Ace Attorney kind of broke me a little bit. Mm-hmm. So after I got through what was originally the entire first game, there is a 5th case, but I might have Joe do that with me to kind of give my voice a little relief.
Yeah,
it'll be fun to do voices together.
Good voices.
So I want to do something else to give myself a break before I do like coffee talk, for instance. So I just went, fuck it, I'll make a new save. I'm gonna start Monster Hunter over again. And I just got through the Volcana fight, so I think I'm gonna start fighting the like Iceborne alternate form Elder Dragon. So like Seething Basiljuice, Black Veil Valhazak. It's gonna be interesting.
Should bring that back up before I forget, because I had to minimize that. I didn't want to spoil anything that was on screen here soon. I guess while Woody goes, like I usually go last on this, but I'll go next because Woody's looking for his.
We've sent Woody on a mission.
Yeah,
by
look
mistake.
for Fight for New York. Oh wait, Woody, did you send those games to me yet?
Nope, I forgot.
Can you send that one?
I sent Fight for New York.
Fight for New York.
Maybe because I'm gonna put something in the chat in a second, and you'll be like, "What?"
What? All right. So over on my channel, I play a lot of games, and I didn't realize how many I played since the last podcast. So I'll go through them real quick. So currently, right now, I'm going through Doom Eternal, which I talked about on the Squadrons stream. So I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot of I'm on the second lowest difficulty, so it's hurt me plenty, and I'm still getting my ass kicked. I'm trying to find runes, I'm trying to find relics, I'm trying to find all this stuff to try and beef myself up, and it's still kicking my ass. But it's fun. It runs at a great frame rate, and yeah, it kind of sucks there's no multiplayer, because all the challenges and the experience that you get leads to believe that it's supposed to cross over with multiplayer, but
it has multiplayer.
Yeah, like a co-op,
but it's
sort of thing.
It's a 1-on-2 asymmetrical thing where one person is the Doom Hunter and two other people play monsters trying to kill him.
Okay,
but it's literally only 3 players, so it's there, but where they had 8-person death matches and stuff in Doom 2016, shifting that to a weird 3-person asymmetrical, it's a choice. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So I got into that because they just posted it to Game Pass, and it was shortly after. And I don't have it in the news docket because, like I said, 3 weeks off. We have a lot to talk about in the news. But yeah, while we were off, Bethesda got purchased by Microsoft, so a bunch of that stuff's going to be coming to Game Pass, and this was the first game. It's hey, here, have Doom Eternal. I'm like, thank you. Although I did put a kibosh on my plans. I was planning on playing Resident Evil 2 Remake on the PS4.
Quick note, while we're talking about Game Pass. This week's Game Pass games are out now, so you can pick up Forza Motorsport 7, Brutal Legend, and Eichenfeld. Download now.
All right.
That's fun.
I thought you were going to mention Hot Shot Racing because that is on Game Pass, and you're doing that on Sunday. And when that launched, I watched Max and Co. play that, and I was like, holy shit, this looks like virtual racing. Come to find out, Sumo Digital, the makers of the Sonic and All-Star Racing games, made this game. So it's a spiritual successor to VR racing and Daytona, heavy and drifting.
About it.
What's that?
That's why I tweeted us and DM'd us about it. I'm like, we should play this.
Yes.
Yeah, and when I saw no one was taking it, I decided to pick it up myself for the game day. But I was just mentioning the games that are technically out tomorrow are available now.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because they launch at UK time or whatever, so at 8 o'clock our time, or 9 o'clock for Johnny, they're already out.
Yeah. I wrapped up Iron Man VR. Fantastic.
What do you think?
Oh, fantastic! Loved it. I'm so happy. If you guys, if you saw tonight's game day, we did Squadrons, and I streamed for an hour or so on my perspective in VR. Squadrons in VR is incredible. I kind of wish I had a PS4 Pro to get better resolution out of the VR setup, but I'm gonna hold out until the PS5 because I think. Someone was saying that they're going to come out with a new headset, or at least this headset will work with it. So as long as they don't revise a whole lot of stuff there, my current headset, I'm going to transfer that over to the PS5. But it's crazy. I think I play better in the VR than I do just on controller. Because I can look all around and don't get that much motion sickness, but...
You can feel the weight of the spaceship.
No. No.
I think I
feel
said
the way
in chat, he feels the weight of space.
Also, Woody, bravo on the alerts tonight. That was your idea, right, Wolf? Is that...
Yeah, I think it was like last night in your chat or something. We were talking about the bit alert, and I went, "It should be sci-fi quotes, but not Star Wars." And so there was a Star Wars one in there, but Woody took the idea and ran with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I get a devious idea.
Yeah, it was so good.
Again,
Thank you for that.
It was messed
Yeah.
up.
Again, GTA, I had the idea of what if we had the open wheel race, but through the windmills.
Oh,
God.
That was a good race.
God damn it.
But the track was shitty, but like trying to hit as many of those windmills as you can because they're all on different levels. Like it actually building your track
idea
sucked.
gave
There
me
was
an idea because I'm thinking about doing the same thing, but using the teleports. That way you don't have to worry about the janky racetrack. Just have a teleport to another windmill to teleport to another windmill.
Yeah, because like there's even a point where like they don't even meet up; they just intersect for one bump. Like if you can see, there's still like a chunk of road underneath the road that you drive on, just from where that's where the road came together. That's just how I could make the road connect. Yep.
I want to. I guess I don't know if anyone brought up Raider Thor in chat. Brand new here. Also, hi, welcome. We are reading chat throughout the night, guys. So be active. He said, "Is this game fun? Also, would you suggest people buy this game? If we're talking about the game we played tonight, Star Wars Squadrons, absolutely. If you love Star Wars and you love flight sims, like this is pretty cool. It's a pretty good game. I still need to learn the mechanics of everything for those game modes we were playing because we thoroughly kept getting our ass kicked. Did we win a single game tonight?
I think we did. Sure. So you're talking about any of the games I was holding up. If you can find it, Death Jam for New York, yes. Need for Speed, got the second one. Tank and Tag is great. Test Drive Even Destruction. If Redneck Racing sounds good to you, pick it up. I love it, but it's very much like State Fair Simulator. It's it's all demolition derbies, figure eight races, shit like that. I don't know about Spider-Man 2 because my copy was scratched, so I kept getting audio cue dropouts.
I need to try that eventually because people are like,
God.
Like this was the start of the free swinging in New York.
Yeah, this was the best swinging, etc., etc.
Yeah, and then
the swinging seemed fine. Like I didn't complain, except it took me a while to get used to it because I had it on like there's like an easy swing and a full swing. I had it on the full. It took me a second to get used to. You have to hit it and then hit jump and then hit it again to swing again. Also, yeah, I just had a horrible audio cutouts. It broke the tutorial because my copy is super scratched.
Oh wow.
Like it just didn't load the audio cue to advance the tutorial, so I had to like climb up a building and find a skip tutorial icon.
But
what? Even the opening cutscene was like, it's just a story about a boy meeting a girl and then losing a girl, and then the girl. It's like, okay, skip.
I think I had that
in bad.
I think I had that on the Neversoft Spider-Man game on PS1. Like there was a few scratches here and there, and I was just like, oh God, just get through this. I was constantly taking it out and wiping it down. So we'll be in touch. I think I have a spare copy of 2 on PS2. I think I have 2 copies of it. Yeah. I have like doubles of a lot of stuff.
I need to look into like a disc resurfacer to try and get some of these games working.
Yeah.
One of those things I probably haven't had since 2005, but
yeah, none of the ones I played a little bit of. I don't play a whole lot of repeat games on my stream, but I might because just to justify the purchase. But I got the 3D All Stars collection on Switch. Mario 64 looks super duper clean. Because of that, I did not realize that when the camera pulls back and Mario's moving, he switches to a low poly version. Which I then I then pulled out my Nintendo 64 for science, and I'm like, did this happen? I'm like, and I have like an HDMI upscaler, like super Aeon thing to make it all crispy clear, and I'm like, it's still a little bit blurry in spots. So I was like, it does that. Okay, learn something new every day. Although I did watch, I think a document or some type of YouTube video or guy like showed like every single like 3D version of Mario and how many polygons were on each thing. Mario Sunshine, I can understand why people are like, fuck you, I can't play this on a GameCube controller. It's like, you totally can. It just acts like a Pro controller. You cannot, because they remap the over-the-shoulder view. It's usually the left trigger. It's on the right stick. You have to push the right stick in for more precision aiming, which is weird.
Yeah.
Galaxy looks amazing, and I'm so happy that you can play this on a Pro controller and not have to do the motion controls for the spin, because
you can really like aim it though with the Pro controller.
Yes, you can.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Pro controller, way to go. Like, I've seen people like played it with the Joy-Cons. I'm like, oh, just get a Pro controller, it works. Although I don't think it would actually work with the 8-bit too, because I don't think there's an accelerometer on this thing.
I wish either my hands were a little smaller or the grips on the Pro controller were a little bigger, because I feel like I still get hand cramps with the Pro controller, but I have big hands, so 100% it's a me problem.
Yep.
Yeah, we had some more. I had some more Mario stuff there, so I played Mario Advance 4 because my subscribers on my channel picked it. But we just finished when I played that, we just finished the Mario Challenge, and I think by then I was all Mario'd out. I was like, I don't want to play a Mario game for a very long time.
If you didn't see the end of the Mario Challenge, Johnny got reset again for what turned out to be the final time at Bowser. And he got hit with the yips so bad.
I thought
all his Mario skill drained because he was just
and then they
not ready to start over.
They made me not warp in Mario Brothers. I was like, I haven't fully completed Mario Brothers in like 3 years. Yeah.
Well, now you've got an experience in some of those levels.
Oh yeah,
because talk about that when we get there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll kind of save that second to last. So, play more Fall Guys. I am so close to 40 that probably after this podcast, I am going to boot it up and try to get before the end, because I will have no time to play it tomorrow. I am working all day. I played through GoldenEye 007 Reloaded, which
that
was
weird.
It was. It was like, let's take GoldenEye, let's modernize it a little bit, let's change all of the characters to make them fit Daniel Craig's version of Bond.
Yeah, so it would basically turn into a Call of Duty game. Like,
oh, that's all. When Activision took the license, that's all Bond became, was just another version of Call of Duty with maybe like a little bit of changes here and there. I think Quantum of Solace had actually a cover mechanic. So like when you took cover, it went to third person.
Jesus.
Yeah. Although Quantum of Solace is less a Quantum of Solace game and more of a Casino Royale game, because after that plane sequence, and then you're there with what's-her-face, and he basically tells you what happens in Casino Royale, and you have more flashbacks. The one thing that sucks, though, is that in Quantum of Solace, there's no parkour running scene, and that was probably like one of the best scenes of the movie.
All right.
Yeah. But with GoldenEye, spoiling a 25-year-old movie at this point, or game, if you like, it's hard to believe that there's a lot of people that only played the Nintendo 64 game, never watched the movie.
I think it's only I think I've only seen like 2 Bond movies through all the way, and one of them is GoldenEye.
Yeah. I want to say, like, I'm trying to remember, but like the revelation that 006 is the villain. Oh, by the way, they call him Janus instead of Yanis, which is weird because that's not how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
You don't mean Xenia on the top. She doesn't kill people with her thighs. She's just a regular old assassin. Because this is the Craig one. We don't have crazy villains with crazy cartoonish ways of killing people. Like
Christmas Jones, Xenia on top.
Exactly.
I mean, we have cartoonish ways of torture, but I guess not killing.
But like,
I remember that one scene in Casino Royale.
They also rearrange. Yeah.
Yeah.
They rearrange.
You know what I'm talking about.
They in Reloaded, they rearranged the sequence of events, so it's like, GoldenEye fires, but you're there for it. I mean, you're there in the game for some reason.
Was that what that sequence you couldn't get by for a while was? Where you're like on the catwalks? Was that GoldenEye firing?
Oh yeah, no, that was at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which it doesn't fire at the end, and it doesn't fire it's not a Hammer of Dawn. It just shoots an EMP.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
For England, Johnny.
Oh yeah, there's like the one-liners are terrible in it too. But it was like it was interesting to see the differences. And it was weird that they re-recorded the theme song from the movie, and they got that girl from the Pussycat Dolls to do it. I was like, okay. At first, I thought it was Tina Turner. I was like, oh, they brought Tina Turner back, or they just re-recorded with a different musical composition. But it's like, oh no, it's Nicole. I don't know pronounce her last name.
Yeah.
So look at that. Also, I've been doing a little achievement hunting off the side because there's this the Xbox Hall of Fame contest that's going on right now. So if you can get 10,000 gamer score, you'll get 10,000 points to spend in the store. So like I've been building up points. So if I can add that to that, then I'll have like fucking like 25,000 points. I can get like a $25 gift card to like spend in the store. So
got it.
So I've been playing older stuff like the Castlevania collection, the Contra collection, and I've just been abused. I've been Mike Matane. I've been save stating the shit out of some of those games. Well, one of them, like Castlevania 3, you have to beat it 4 times. You have to beat it with Trevor, once with Trevor and Alucard, once with Trevor and Sypha, and another one with Trevor and Grant. And then with Bloodlines, the Genesis game, you have to beat it with Eric Lecard and John Morris. I've gotten them all beat except for the first Game Boy game, which doesn't have a password system, so I can't just go right to the end. So I'm just like, fuck, actually, I have to play this game. Everything else is just like, password to Dracula. Hey, let's go. Contra is a different story, because, oh my god, like the arcade versions of Contra, no matter how many times you push that, put a coin in the machine, you get 3 continues, that's it. Doesn't matter how many credits you have, it's game over.
Interesting.
What's the point? Oh yeah, and then finally Mario 35 came out, and holy crap, that game's intense, and I found a BR game I'm actually good at. So much so
Beat Craig.
I'm just gonna show that off right there.
Yeah.
So to let you guys know what happened, he was just randomly streaming it, and I think I was like chipping away at Fall Guys, and I was like, yeah, Greg's playing Mario 35. Well, I'll play some Mario 35 too. I had a stream up in the background. I didn't even bother like looking there. At first I was trying to match up with him, and then it just wasn't happening. And then like I'm hearing his commentary on the side, and I'm just trying to focus. I never even realized. And it came to a time. He ran out of time, and I think I had like a good 30 seconds, but it was like clocking in really fast. And then he's just like, "Oh man, I got a second." And I said, and I just typed in chat real quick. I said, "Yo man, I got my 7th win." And he's like, "Oh Johnny, that's great." And then he clicks the results screen, and then he says, "Johnny," he's like, "Wait, Johnny Chase, was that you?" And I went, "Oh my god, did I just beat Craig?" Oh my god! Everyone in chat starts flipping out. It's just like, Craig is no longer Platform Jesus. All hail new Platform Jesus. I was like, I beat him in 1 game. Calm down.
Yeah.
But I think he had like 5 wins in a row, and that was like the first loss he took, or in a while.
Yeah.
He's still number 1 overall, but
I was like, I don't think you can dethrone him until you beat him in Super Mario Kart.
One day.
Battle mode.
One day. Game. I mean, if he ever goes to an event and brings a SNES with him, I could try.
Yeah, there was a PAX one year where I was like in line for autographs with someone else, and like while it was happening, I saw him tweet out like, "I'm in classic consoles, all comers, Super Mario Kart." He didn't lose.
Of course not. He used to do the panel S2C, the same thing.
Yep.
Like, beat me Mario Kart.
That was the new challenge for him, because like he had spent like 3 SGCs in a row trying to beat Mike Tyson.
Yep.
Like one time he did it for like 8 hours. Random people coming up to help him.
NBA Jam.
The first time he tried that, I watched the bit of that stream, and when Nathan Barnett showed up, not Keith Apicary, but just Nathan Barnett, I loved it because he just gets up on the mic and he's like, "The liability is here." He like sits on the end of the table going like this. He's like, "So, what you doing?" And the next day, he broke his ankle.
Oh no,
Nathan, Keith, whoever you are.
I'd love to see At that point, I'd love to see Craig's reaction to Zallard and Sinister beating Mike Tyson blindfolded.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like he can get by it. Now here's these guys who can just do it blindfolded. Here's someone who can beat that game and Super Punch Out at the same time with the same controller.
Oh God.
No.
Zallard is ridiculous at Punch Out, but
Son Hero
Hey,
says
Son
he was
was
there. Son was there when he broke his ankle. Yeah. Because, like, there are high rises, and apparently, like Craig said, Nathan was just like, ooh, I'm going to jump off those. And, of course, he did. He's like, yeah! And he's like, oh, geez, I think I'm hurt. Oh, I got a concert to do, so let's do this. And went on with his concert like a champ, and then Craig's like, we have to get you to the hospital. And he's like, okay. And then there's, like, on Twitter the next day, and he's like, what a champ. And then there's a picture of Nathan just in crutches with his ankle. It's like, oh, buddy.
I remember Chad always said, like, having Nathan at SGC is, like, the most stressful part of the entire event.
adrenaline is a crazy drug.
Yeah. So that was my month. All that stuff. And that was over on Twitch.tv.
That'll wrap into the movie as well, but we'll get there.
Yeah. That was at Twitch.tv/Johnny L. Chase. Hey, Wolf, you stream at Twitch.tv/Mr. TL Wolf. Don't think you put that there at the end.
Hey, yeah. Forgot to mention the actual.
Woody, what have you been doing these last 3 weeks?
I feel like after you went, I feel like just like so like a bad gamer. I've been playing either Pokemon Sword,
All right.
like the second time or third time, whatever, Fall Guys, or Mario 64, and that is it.
Fair.
The only thing I didn't mention is I've been playing Tony Hawk's 1 and 2, so I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
Ever today, where I played things for 15 minutes and then went,
Mm-hmm.
and played something else.
Yeah. That was fun. Let's play something else.
I think that was a while ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember, like, is it before the last podcast or after? And then I beat the No Straight Roads, that game that I thought was glitched out and broken, but I was just an idiot.
Right. Didn't you like actually request a refund because that was broken and then realize there was a mechanic you had forgotten about?
No.
You're like, I needed 5 minutes.
No. There was a mechanic the game never explained.
Oh, fair enough.
All right, Eageraptor.
Like, if you're in a boss fight and you don't hit this like little spinning clock piece, the boss fight goes back to the previous stage of the boss fight.
Oh God, yeah.
It never told me that, so I just thought it was repeating over and over again.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Eageraptor, Wolf, remember the other day when we were talking about, I wonder who's left with Game Grumps, because it just seems to be Dan and Aaron and their editors, right? No Barry, Susie, whatever, whatever. Like, they got 3 other accounts that they do nothing with it. And then today, they're like, Grump out. There's like 25 fucking videos in my feed.
Yeah, I know,
I'm like,
at least like 8 new videos from Grump Out. I think they even posted like, "Hey, we found the password to Grump Out."
Oh, what?
So they're just posting like clips, basically.
Yeah, basically like something. The most popular jokes from most of their playthroughs. So there's Mark Zuckerberg, and shit like that.
And Aaron and Dan share an intimate Bunny Man moment. I haven't watched any of their Bunny Man because it is not the same without Michael and Gavin. It's just not.
Also, I need to go back like really far early into the podcast. I have never heard someone say what's going on down in Maine before until Johnny. I hurt my brain.
It's true. He is further north than I am.
Yeah. I forget about Canada. It's always like, hey, what's going up in Maine?
Yeah. Well, technically, it would be what's going down and to the left.
Yeah.
Actually, like how Maine's like if I just drove straight left, I could hit Maine from where I am.
Yeah, but
there'd be a lot of trees in the way, but
you would hit the extremely boring part of Maine.
Yeah.
I've talked about this before. But you'd hit the part of Maine where it's all just like rural townships that don't have real names, so it'd just be like R4T3. There are like 2 people that live there in the summer, and that's it. So it's not technically a town. In the winter, they're in Florida, so
Maine's weird.
Right.
Maine is weird. It's because there's a giant section that's like barely populated. Like I think it's still 90-something% forest up here. Despite the fact that we have some fairly large towns, it's still heavily forested.
Well, I guess the only thing, like, other than video games, like, like, you're doing virtual teaching right now, right?
Yes. Which is
And
why I have 2 monitors now, which I never had before. It is not going well, but it is going. I'm actually on camera and like presenting and teaching and all those other things. Weird. I am not used to it.
have
All of a sudden, the
have
entire
anyone tried
student felt
to get their way out of being in class?
So the policy is you do not have to have your camera on.
Oh,
Teachers can request it, but students do not have to comply with that direction because we cannot force that. So I am pretty sure when a student is supposed to leave to go to a smaller breakout room, and we say the student's name over and over and over again, I have a feeling they're doing something else. All right, you gotta join my meeting. It's been 5 minutes. You gotta join my meeting. I'm waiting on this person to join my meeting. Hello? Hello? A lot of that.
I haven't watched the full episode of it yet, but South Park came back with their pandemic special, and the opening is a musical number of Cartman about how happy he is there's a pandemic because he doesn't have to talk or do anything, talk to anyone, see anyone, or do anything. He hates people.
All those memes you see about like Google Meets and everything like that is my life.
But basically, his method for getting out of school is to pretend the camera's freezing, so he'd be like, so happy.
Oh, I have that.
And then he'll take an iPad. He'll take an iPad with his photo, put it in front of the webcam, and then he'll just leave it there, and he'll go downstairs. And Olido's mom is just like, Eric, aren't you supposed to be in school? And he's just like, no, it keeps freezing. I mean, if you're an essential worker, maybe we can afford a better computer. As he sits there with his cereal bowl, not of cereal, but cheesy poofs. Like he pours cheesy poofs into a bowl and eats that.
Yeah, I'm so worried about what some of my students are doing.
Yeah.
The camera's off.
And when his mother tells him he's going to go back to school, he freaks out and leaves. But he has a 6-foot stick that he pokes at people to push them out of the way. And I'm like, why didn't I think of that? That would have been perfect. It's like,
There's a great image early on when this first started of someone who was in like Home Depot. They had a hat. It was all just pool noodles to keep people like out of his bubble.
Yeah. Well, that's been our month because we've been out for a while. So time to bring up the news. But before we get to the news, I want to talk about one of our sponsors. So we are proud ambassadors of Rep Sports and Raise Energy Drink. So if you use promo code GameDays at checkout, you get 15% off your order. So you can pick up supplements, energy drinks, or even some gourmet protein popcorn. I haven't had a chance to try any yet. I'm still trying to coax one of you guys to send me some. I need like a variety pack to try them out there.
That'll be Wolf.
Yeah.
Actually, your reporter before.
Yeah, I like. You know, we'll do a trade. I'll send you Spider-Man 2 and some other stuff, and you send me some Raise Energy Drink, amongst other things we'll talk about. So again, for our viewers and our listeners, if you use promo code GameDays at checkout, you save 15% off your order, off your entire cart. It's Rep Sports with 2ps.com, and use GameDays at checkout. All proceeds from those sales go to our Extra Life Fund at the end of the year. Thank you, Rep Sports and Raise Energy.
So I need to mention something before you go to the news.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about Def Jam Fight for New York before.
Yes.
And I found my copy. I don't know if you saw the picture I posted in the Discord.
In our call, because I can't really.
No, in what you buy in the Discord.
In Gamedays?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, John, if you can't see it, he has 2. He has 2 discs.
I found my copy.
Wow. You need to send one to me, and you need to sell one for profit.
Well, then that would leave it with 0.
What's that?
That would leave it with 0. You would have none.
Okay, send one to me and send one and keep one for yourself. I'll take the loose copy. I don't care about the case.
Alright, I'll send you the loose copy.
Yeah. Well, of course, get a
DVD.
DVD.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, just give me a cheap DVD case or put it in one of the other cases. That's
Put it in
awesome.
a Final Fantasy 13 case so he gets confused.
Oh,
you
don't understand how hard that hurts me. That like I sent that to Tom, and the next day he's like, "Oh, look, Final Fantasy 13's on sale. It's backwards compatible Xbox One X and Xbox One X enhancements. I'm gonna buy it." I'm like, "No, you fool! I just sent it to you."
But now he has a physical copy for
in the name of game preservation. Oh. I'm waiting for the day that he streams that, and I could be there for the whole thing, and then just like, look how bad this game's bad. He's like, but look at it run its fidelity. He's like, I don't care how it runs. It's a shitty game. It's a shitty Final Fantasy game.
Just because something is really pretty doesn't mean that it's interesting.
Yeah.
Avatar.
Still have not seen it. Still have not seen it.
Either.
I think I will always refuse to see it just because it made a lot of money just because people wanted to see it in 3D, not because it was a good movie.
Right.
It's
one of those
favorite movie.
It's like people saw it, but you never see anybody like talk about it or remember the plot in any way.
I asked one of my managers. I said, "How many times did you go see Avatar in theaters?" He's like, "Oh, like 3 or 4 times. That was amazing." I said, "Okay, what was the plot? Who are the characters' names? Like you don't remember a goddamn thing about the movie, do you?" It was pretty.
Oh, right. You have time until Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5 come out.
Just put True Lies on Blu-ray. Just put True Lies on Blu-ray. Or put it on a streaming service with HD quality. Anyways, time for Done News.
Yeah.
Alright, first up in the news. Microsoft's sitting pretty. Sales are up when they launched their pre-orders of their Xbox Series X. But not for the Series X. For the Xbox One X. Sales go up on Amazon.
But
I didn't think parents were this stupid. Because we're a few generations off of, okay, I'm going to research and find out about this shit. No, apparently parents are still stupid and be like, oh, he wants that Xbox. Type in Xbox in Amazon. What's first thing? Come buy that. All right. Christmas shopping is done. We did it. We're the best parents ever. Opens up Christmas morning. You idiots! I already have this. It's like you said Xbox X. No, Series X.
yeah, I as much as people make fun of PlayStation for like, what's the next name? And they just take the PS4 logo, delete the 4, and write a 5. They make sense. You know what the fuck you're buying. Like this is the kind of thing. Not that this is going to happen to Xbox, but like this is the kind of thing that sunk the Wii U. Is that people didn't know what the fuck they were getting.
I am scared.
The same thing, but jam a random word in the middle.
I'm scared. I'm scared this will happen to Microsoft because 747% increase in sales on Amazon because people bought Xbox One X's.
One X is a solid console, but it's not the one you're looking for.
So you know Ed Boon did that. Like he posted a picture and said, "Oh, I got a Series X." And it was a picture of the Xbox One X. Ed Boon.
God.
The king of trolls. I love her.
Like,
I have my Series X in special edition for Gears 5. Wait, shit.
Like, this is what sunk the Wii U because, well, one thing is that they didn't show the console when they first announced it. They just showed the tablet, and everyone thought it was just a tablet. And then they showed the console. But then, the design of the Wii U is too similar to the Wii. Again, that confuses a lot of people.
Yeah.
I swore to myself and to Melanie and to our future children whenever they come out and whenever they grow up to appreciate stuff. I swore to God I would not be one of those parents that didn't understand. I swore I will be one of those parents that will still try to keep up with the trends. If they just say, I'm going to just say, if I don't understand, I'm going to be like, give me a picture. Or if technology gets back, I'm like, show me a hologram. Yeah, show me what this thing is, and I will find it, and I will buy it for Christmas.
Yeah.
I will not be one of those things. I will not call every console a Nintendo.
Ron Howard, Johnny did not keep up to trends in the chat.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
miss the point of that joke, but
Like my it's an Arrested Development joke. This making fun of like the general narration of Arrested Development. If you've never seen it, then it will make no sense. My family doesn't really ask. Like, I'll try to ask that we don't really exchange like lists, but like my in-laws do. So at this point, it's like these are the things I want. Here are example links on Amazon or wherever. Like, this is what it looks like. Is this kind of thing?
I don't even bother with like that kind of stuff for Christmas.
I know, but like
book.
my in-law, well, they give the same thing to me. So
yeah,
like they're very much like, here are the lists of the things I want, because it's also like, if it wasn't for me, it would be 3 people. You know, my wife, her sister, and her mom, and that's it. And then there's me, and now that's also
the year after
boyfriend. Yeah,
my parents got like this gift completely wrong. I think that was the time that my brother and I just like went into like Microsoft Word, downloaded photos off the internet, pieced it together, and says, "Here, get something from here." Because I can't remember how I exactly worded it. It's so far gone. I remember the gift I got, but I can't remember what it was supposed to actually be and how she got so far off of it. But I think I got, and this was when Gundam was starting to get really big in America. So Bandai started releasing like Gundam Wing and then eventually Mobile Suit Gundam figures. And I think she got me like the battle cruiser for that. And I was like, this is absolutely not what I asked for. And then she's just like, all right, I'll take it back. In hindsight, I haven't researched that toy in a while. I probably should, because if I still had it, I probably would have a lot of money or something. Because I don't really see Bandai Gundam stuff a whole lot. And if I do, they're at record stores.
I can't think of anything like that where it was like, this is the thing I clearly want, and I didn't get that thing.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything
it's
like that.
Less of a problem now because we're in our 30s. We have disposable income. It's at the point now where I think for the last 7 years, my mother was just like, here's $200 for Walmart, go. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, with my in-laws, it's like my mom and my grandparents both just give you money.
Yeah.
I try to get something nice for them. Who knows what the hell this is going to be, because they're 150 miles away. So it's Joe and I have already decided we are not going home for Christmas. We're not going home for Thanksgiving. Like, especially my grandparents are both getting close to 90 years old.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure I don't have it. I'm taking 0 risks. It's just like, if you want to like give me an Amazon list, I can get you something from that. Or just give me an idea and give me somewhere I can ship it. I'm just going to ship you presents.
Yeah. No,
yeah.
Well, congratulations to Microsoft. You made a lot of money on your last generation console, which will still be good for at least 2 years.
Yeah, it's still fantastic.
Yeah. I've been happy with my Xbox One X, the second one, because the first one died on the HDMI port on it died on the second day.
Oh, jeez.
And that's where Short Bus kids like, oh, did you piss in your Xbox?
Okay.
I think we made the joke tonight where it's just like, all those Series X's. Side story. Apparently, Series X's that a lot of influencers have been getting. They've been saying that it gets really hot.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's heating up a lot.
I've seen that, but it's like, You'd think they would have heard and fixed this, because I think people at Microsoft have had these for like a year.
Yeah. Oh, Phil Spencer at least for a year.
Yeah. So you'd think if it was running hot to the point where it's as notable as people are acting like, they would have fixed it. If they
But then again, why are you touching your console while you're playing a video game at all? Like, my Xbox One runs a little hot, but I don't touch the fucking thing. I can feel the heat coming out of it because the air vents blow out this way. I don't touch the fucking thing.
I only notice it because, when I finish streaming, usually finish streaming, I'll I unplug and I move the Xbox back to the living room. I've been kind of thinking about just getting a Roku stick for the living room. Something along those lines.
Yeah,
so I
those
don't
are
have to keep moving
fantastic.
the Xbox around.
But
like, that's the only way I notice it's warm. It's not hot.
Yeah.
I think the only way I've noticed is that if I get a series, like whenever I get a Series X, it's probably going to take the place of this printer, and I'll find a place for this printer. So it literally will just sit here. It will be here forever. And then the One X will stay out there. But yeah, good job of Microsoft for getting rid of a bunch of old stocks, as they're not actually making the Xbox One X anymore.
Yeah,
so
it's been discontinued for
clear
a
some
while.
shelves out.
Yeah.
Well, Amazon helped them clear some shelves out. Get those One X's moving.
All right. So moving on from Xbox to Sony, Spider-Man PS5 remaster is coming out. And they've done something that's not really making a lot of people happy. They changed Peter Parker's face to make him look a little bit more like Tom Holland, people are saying. But I love the jokes that basically this is Scott Wozniak. So there's like a lot of hey y'all Scott here. Can you see it? Yeah, you put the glasses on him.
I can see it. Yeah.
They say that it's because they want to match Yuri Lowenthal's like motion capture and face scans. Because the other model just didn't really look like it was emoting a lot. I don't know about you, but the I thought the face model was just fine. I don't understand why they had to completely reconstruct it. And the thing with the original one, in my opinion, is that he looks like Peter has been Spider-Man for 8 years. Like it's dragging him down. Like that's the point. This is just like, oh yeah, I'm just Spider-Man on my spare time. Everything's fine. Like no, like Peter Parker is supposed to be the most pushed down, beaten down superhero ever. It's just like, hey, I'm doing those awesome stuff as Spider-Man, but god damn it, my real life sucks.
Pardon me, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, like they're not giving in the peer pressure. They're not going to change it. They said, no, this is our decision. I mean, if you like the old voice, or you like the old face, just play the PS4 version. Not going to get the super high frame rates and all the extra fidelity graphics that most people don't really give a piss about, but that's neither here nor there. Here's the funny thing, too. The PS5 remaster is a completely different SKU, so if you wanted to transfer your save file over from PS4, you can't.
Yay, it's Fable the Last Chapters all over again.
Gotta do it all over again. Apparently, too, that's what's going to happen with Yakuza 7. Like a Dragon. Oh, here's the crazy thing about that, too. If we can just go off from Spider-Man for a second. I found out that Yakuza 7 is coming out on Xbox One, Xbox Series X, because it's going to be around launch time. PC and PS4. PS5 is coming in March of 2021. So a game that's been primarily a PS exclusive, is going to be a Microsoft and PC exclusive, timed exclusive. Not coming to next gen for PlayStation until March. But the thing is that if you get it on PS4, you get a free upgrade to the PS5, but your saves don't transfer.
Oh.
And for a game like Yakuza, that is like a 50, 60, 70, 80 hour game. You mean to tell me if you start that up on PS4, you're going to have to restart it on PS5?
Yeah, no, that's terrible.
Yeah, unless the trophies are different, no way I would restart it.
No.
And I mean,
I don't have the patience for that.
I'm mostly looking at, if there was that, we know where he's going to get it, but I would mostly be looking at Ray for that. Although I think Ray is trying to get all the achievements in Minecraft on his phone, so because fuck it, they're different achievements.
I lose focus halfway through Fall Guys. I can't do like a 80-hour game twice.
No.
Yeah, right. Yeah, especially one that specifically is full of distractions, like the Yakuza games. There is a story, or you can spend like 4 hours just streaming the cabaret mini game, which was someone's stream I watched. It was like the last hour of their stream. They finally went, all right, we'll start doing plot.
That is the anti-Woody Man.
I think someone recently got banned on Twitch for just focusing on the photo mode too much.
Now this, I don't remember the photo mode, but it could be a different Yakuza.
Yeah, maybe like
This
there's like
Zero.
15 different Yakuza games.
Right?
There's a funny tweet by Spider-Man's voice actor Yuri Urenthal. Guys, it's my face's fault. The stupid bones in my face. Blame my bones.
Yeah. It's my stupid face's fault.
Yeah.
I like how I didn't really
So,
take
yeah.
it to heart. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, confusing times for next gen where you can get the new version, but your saves might transfer, or you have to pay for stuff. Oh my god! Like I am so happy I'm not buying a new console at launch. I'm happy I'm not that popular of any type of YouTube or Twitch personality where I have to buy this expensive console for first day views.
Yeah, I mean, I won't say that I didn't enter the cheap ass gamer retweet contest for both consoles, but I'm not going to actively try to buy either one at launch.
I mean, I try. I added the Xbox. I said, hey, I got 644 subs. Do I get a free Series X? I said, here are the benefits. Yeah, here are the benefits. I get a free Xbox Series X. Benefit for you? Well, I mean, you're out an Xbox Series X, but I'll get it. I think this is a huge win.
I feel like that sell is about as strong as Woody's, right? About as strong as Woody's, like, we play games, give us code or whatever for Raid Shadow
We play games, so
yeah, that's what I was referring to in the actual life thing, where like I can send an email. It's like, Woody, I've seen your emails.
Again, it's Rocco from Undergrads with his fake ID on. It's a piece of it's photo on a cardboard box, like a piece of cardboard box, and in black marker it says, "I am 21, so drinking equals yes."
I got in good with the chainsaw game guys who make the Night Squad. We might get a copy of that.
Cool.
So
Night Squad 2 or Night Squad?
Night Squad 2.
Is that out yet?
No, that's why we don't have codes yet.
Okay.
Silly Johnny.
Good enough. I mean, we've gotten stuff from Konami before. Like, didn't we get like a bunch of codes for Contra Road Core?
Yep.
Yeah. Did anyone actually use them?
Yes, some people.
Okay.
Okay.
Good enough.
So
I don't know how many, but some people.
Since I mentioned it, there are the links to the tweets. Feel free to go over, follow, retweet, try to win, next gen consoles.
If you're rewatching this on Twitch, if it's on YouTube, there is nothing there for you.
There's no link. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because I got my Xbox X from a contest, or my mom won it at a contest at the local vet.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, my grandfather won a PS1, like the mini, the PS1, the little smaller, like whiter one from like a random internet contest. See, still technically has it as far as I know.
I'll share this story. My aunt won 10 Nintendo 64 games in a package of Dunkaroos. If you remember, if anyone knows what a Dunkaroo is,
I do, because they came back this year. I found them I think I found them at my 7-Eleven, and I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it. I'll buy a pack of Dunkaroos for my wife and I just to try them again.
Yeah,
just because.
I was gonna search. I was gonna pull up another tab and search it, but
it was a cookie and frosting.
Basically, it looks like, depending on how you folded it, it looked like a bathtub or a toilet, and it was just this one thing had like shortbread cookie stuff, and then the other one had like frosting or pudding or whatever, and then. But yeah, she just, like, Nintendo had a contest. It's like, you could win a Nintendo 64. You could win games. She won games. So with her tax return, she bought a Nintendo 64. And she had, like, they gave her, like, the creme de la creme when it came to games. So she got, like, Mario 64, Shadows of the Empire, Star Fox 64, so she got the Rumble Pack as well. Like Pilot Wings, Mario Kart, like probably the 10 best games on the Nintendo 64 at that time. Maybe GoldenEye.
Million Twist.
Glover.
Do we have Glover?
Oh, I did see. I'll try not to off sidetrack too much. Just quick story.
Mm-hmm.
Spawnwave. He does a lot of tech review and like tech repair stuff. Bought a broken N64 on eBay when he got it in. It just needed a jumper pack. It worked fine.
Yeah.
He like had a picture of the empty bay. It's just like, I wonder why it's not working.
Actually, I need to find a jumper pack somewhere.
Like $15. I think.
I had the expansion pack in mind, but I need the jumper pack for RE2 because the reason, like, if you try playing RE2 on a modern television or through a capture device, every time you go through a room or you open up your menu, it loses the resolution and it glitches out. Well, it doesn't glitch out, but it like screws up the signal. Apparently, that's because the expansion pack is in there and it's flipping between two resolutions. But if you put the jumper pack in there, like, it works fine. Like, I found that out from Stop Skeletons from Fighting when he was like going over RE ports. Speaking of, that's something I actually won from. The only other things I've ever won are from YouTubers. So I won this from a local YouTuber here. They had a live stream in a contest. So I won this and a t-shirt for their channel. And they were so happy that we were just like, I don't know where they live, but apparently she said it was close. So they're like really, really close to me. You may see me on a live stream of theirs soon. And from the Game Chasers, they sent me a copy of Eliminator Bolt Duel and a packet of like Mario trading cards from Topps back in the 80s. And with a note that said, sorry, my dum-dum took so long to send you this because I guess they were working on episodes or something. I think it was back when YouTube had video responses. I did a video response talking about, they're like, oh, yeah, video response. Tell us the craziest game you've ever found and how much you paid for it. And I held up my copy of Chippendale Rescue Rangers 2. And I said, yeah, I paid $25 for this. This thing goes for like $200.
Yeah, mine for that would be Ticket to Ride, and I don't know where it is now. It's back here somewhere. Normally that retails for $50. I got it for $8.
Nice.
It's totally complete. It's just like the dude had no idea what he had. He normally deals in records and video games. He was like, $8. It's important in here. I have one. I won the strategy guide for the Twilight Princess remake from Nintendo. There's a random Twitter contest.
Nice.
I got the Wii Metroid Prime trilogy with the metal box. I got that for like $5.
Damn, that's nice. A pretty penny there. All right, we definitely got sidetracked on that, but yeah.
Oh god,
Spider-Man. I mean, if you don't have a PS4 and you haven't played it and you're planning on getting a PS5, just wait for it. If you're not offended by Scott the Waz here, go for it.
Oh, yeah. Spider-Man.
So it's such a minor thing, really. Like, it's weird, but
yeah,
why would that be the thing that would bother you that much?
Here's one thing that does bother me, and it's kind of gaming, but also wrestling related. So remember last podcast, as you watched Donald Trump shave Vince McMahon to the side here, which I'm just going to pause it there. Remember last month when they're like, hey, stop doing Twitch under your wrestling names? And they're like, okay. So a bunch of WWE superstars changed their Twitch names to something different. But now they're like, oh, no, that's not good enough. We're going to take over your Twitch channel, and Twitch is going to give us your money, and then we'll give you a kickback from that.
Yeah, it'll be like adjusted in through your downside, essentially.
How can they do that?
If they probably can't. It would just depend. It would just depend on if anyone actually like lawyered up and sued them about it.
Like,
I'm pretty sure it violates terms of service with Twitch that like another mediator cannot take over your funds or something like that. It's got to be in some sort of TOS. They've also stated this too of Cameo. So a lot of people are shutting down their Cameos. But I mean, if you want to keep it, apparently they're sending a bunch of new contracts that state, oh, this isn't the kicker as well. This is the big kicker. Not only will they take money from you, which,
All right.
unless you're Paige, it's very, very minuscule. I don't know how everyone else runs their shit, but you'll sign this new contract. Let's say you're on Raw. So you got to wrestle every Monday night. And then one Sunday a month for your pay-per-view. The days that you are not at the Thunderdome or the PC, the Performance Center, you are to stream on Twitch for a determined amount of time as now part of your job.
Bullshit.
Like, for a lot of these wrestlers, it is just a hobby. And yeah, they'll get a little kickback from subs and bits. But some of them don't even take that. Like, they take all that revenue and they donate to charity. Like Dakota Kai. All of her stuff, she picks a new charity like every month and she just donates the money there. But like, it's old man out of touch.
My wrestlers are making money, and I want that money.
I mean, especially with all the blood in the water of like finally ending the independent contractor bullshit, making it so you have to sign this contract is like,
yeah,
you're probably going to get a bunch of people walk.
Yeah, they're going to be like, you know what? I'm not being used on TV. You know, Tony Khan looks pretty good. I'm going to go down there.
Right. Let me see. The people who are going to actively try to take my money from this are the people who let me actively advertise my streams on the show.
Yeah.
You know, they'll advertise for Miro. They'll advertise for, I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Damn it. Super bad. Whatever the fuck his name is.
Kip Sabian?
Kip Sabian, thank you.
Kip Sabian. Yeah, that was the one that did
gone.
that. Because he had a sign that said, like, follow me, twitch.tv/Kip Sabian. And underneath it was a lower third. This message approved by AEW Wrestling.
Yeah, well, and I think they've openly advertised Miro's streams as well.
Yeah.
Like, between the two, pretty obvious.
Yeah. And Wardman brings this up too. Apparently, I can't remember the attorney's name. He was like a presidential candidate, and he said like
Andrew Yang.
Not to get political, but if Biden wins, they are all going to seriously look at this independent contractor bullshit, especially with WWE.
Yeah,
like just fucking pay for their healthcare. They're the ones that are out there busting their ass every goddamn night. People that clean up after the wrestlers they probably have healthcare. More so than the people that actually go out and perform.
Yeah, well, and like, because it's coming down to that for Uber and Lyft and other, you know, in like gig-based employers, especially in California right now. There's a big fight on Uber and Lyft not being employees, but they're literally the only workforce that they have, essentially. So, yeah, that like a lot of that is probably going to come to the head. Yeah. Depending on what happens in November.
I know Paige tweeted out the other night. She just said, learned a lot about unionization today.
Yeah, and I think Zelina Vega responded with like one of these emotes.
Yeah. Yeah, because like her and Aleister Black's YouTube channel has been pretty quiet since this whole thing came about. Like, I don't think I've seen new content from their YouTube in a while. Now, this is the thing with Twitch, someone calculated out that she at least, like, let's say that every one of her subs was a tier 1 sub. Apparently, she, just on subs alone, makes $50,000 a year.
Fuck.
Before taxes. So, if you randomize, like apparently someone was saying, like, it's in the 6 figures if you think of tier 2s and tier 3s. Like, she is very popular on Twitch. But, like... Yeah. And she's the one that's like fighting to say, like, I'm not signing this. You can't take this away from me. I built this all by myself. Well, first they used Real Page WWE as their name, but you know, she's changed that to her original name because you told her you can't do that anymore. So she's going by these rules.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she would be one of the ones to fight for this because she literally cannot do anything else. They medically will not clear her to do anything else. And when like there's no like Backstage got canceled, you can't put her on any other programming. So that's all she has right now is to stream. I'm just hoping that Trips and Steph are probably just in his ear, just be like, "You are like, look at all this shit you're causing. Just ease up. This is nothing. This is peanuts to what we pay them." I think he wants to do this just to try and get some of that guarantee money that some of them have that they're not making because they're not touring right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
it's just like, you need to do something. Damn it.
He just seems like a control freak.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, this is the face of a man that creative will spend all day coming up with their 3-hour show, come in, tear it up, and go, nope, this is what we're doing.
So, who is he again? He invented boxing, right? Something like that?
Invented boxing? What?
Vince McMahon, yeah. He's the UFC guy, right? Who is he? Where am I?
I'm moving on from that. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how this develops.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the most. I mean, Mia Yim has been very vocal about it on her Twitter. Dakota Kai just seems a little defeated about it. Austin Creed's just going on like nothing's happening.
Also unrelated, Steph was number 2 on Forbes' list of best chief media officers or marketing officers, like CMOs recently.
That came from like last week too when we first reported this, and then like Stephanie contradicted everything, said like, "Oh yeah, we encouraged them to go out and make their own brands." And like, someone actually went back and conversely went back to like, this is the same shit you pulled with Zack Ryder. He got over by himself, and then you took his show, put it on the main WWE YouTube channel, and just killed it. Because then it started to be more controlled. It's like, oh, we'll tell you how to film your show. That's why I'm kind of proud of him and Brian Myers for making the Major Wrestling Figure podcast and YouTube channel all on their own, not using Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins in any branding. Because then when they got released, they're like, I mean, we'll go work somewhere else, but we got this too. WWE has nothing on here.
Yeah. I've noticed.
I know a lot about wrestling, but this is bullshit.
Oh, it's absolutely nonsense. Like, there's no way it would hold.
I said it before, like, for the last couple of years, I've been more intrigued with wrestlers off wrestling projects than I have been with wrestling, because I'll be honest, like, wrestling has been, like, especially since the lockdown and COVID happened, wrestling's been shit all across the board.
The crowds. The only wrestling I watch is AEW Dark, just because it's free on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's all just basically all jobber matches, but I don't care.
Yeah. Anyways, a little bit more WWE news, kinda. It is gaming related. So, 2K released 2K Battlegrounds.
Yes.
2 mixed reviews. Not as bad as 2K20 for sure. Like, it functionally works. People hate the microtransaction-y stuff, but that, like, dude, that's the world we live in. Like, you're still pitching about it. It's not going to go away. I mean, online passes kind of went away, but that's a different story. But I think this has been pretty much solved. Robe, you can correct me if you're still in chat. Probably not, your old man gone to bed. But WWE Battlegrounds came out, and they featured someone that technically don't work for the company. So if you enter a Royal Rumble match, you got this nice little graphic telling you the commands and all this. And then all of a sudden, there's a former Impact Wrestling World Champion, Tessa Blanchard. And this drawing, this tracing, like someone was Banky Edwards on this. Traced over a promo photo of Tessa Blanchard from Impact Wrestling, and I swear it's the night she won the title, and put this in here.
Oofa.
Like, it's not so much of a case as like, oh, this former wrestler's in here before you released him, so we have to give him residuals. Like, I think Eric Rowan and the Bullet Club are still in there, like Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, so they're getting residuals back on this game. Like, once they're in the game, can't take them out. But like, this is like, she hasn't been in WWE for 4 years. Like, she was part of NXT for a little bit, and then she just kind of went on independence. I think the last time she was on TV, she was an extra in that Sheamus and Cesaro bar fight. Like, she was kind of giving Sheamus the eyes, like, hey, hey. And then when Cesaro showed up, she just kind of had the whole disgusted look and left away. Like, what? You got a problem with Swiss Superman? What's wrong with you? So this was brought up by the Twitch streamers, New Legacy Inc. By the way, go follow them. They're fantastic. If you like wrestling games and you like wrestling game content, go follow them. Like, they go through a bunch of old games, new games. They're like... They're also one of the ones that, like, when they get a new game, they try to break it as much as we try to break 2K19. So this image has been updated, although from what I've read that there might be legal precedent in this. Like, whoever was working art for 2K it probably is in some serious problems or serious trouble.
Probably.
Hey, took someone else's likeness here.
And no, Geo and Game Days, we are not going to watch the Big Show for the podcast.
Yeah, Rogue. Come on now.
I looked it up. It was the night she won the Impact World title.
Yeah.
It was apparently Impact Hard to Kill. She beat other former NXT superstar Sami Callihan for the belt.
Yep. And I think she defended it once. She got caught in Mexico during COVID and just never came back. And they just stripped her of the title. It's like, we need a title on here, and this TNA title isn't going to do it.
I think for a while she was even refusing to send the belt back. Like, I remember it was a whole messy thing of her, like, not just giving the damn belt back, but also not coming back to America to defend it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, this whole thing is scary for everyone, so I imagine she just, would like to just stay where she is.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyways. Yeah, that was just super funny how a non-contracted WWE wrestler shows up in one of their wrestling games. Okay, we already went over that. I'll save all the Nintendo news for last, or second to last. This was pretty funny. Wolf brought this to my attention. So
yeah, I can't remember where I found it now exactly.
Remade the Mortal Kombat 4 endings using the Unreal Engine.
They've made 4 so far, but I won't be surprised if they make.
I love it.
Yeah. So we already know this gem here. Sonya's ending, Jarek's ending, Jack's ending from MK4 on PS4. It's like, and like them doing their idle animations on the rooftops. The Black Dragon died with Kano. I wonder if this is the whole ending or is it just Sonya's ending? It's like, going somewhere. Yeah, Wordman says in the chat, this is not a brutality. This is a fatality. Oh, it's just Sonya's ending, so Jarek doesn't even pull her off. Okay, that sucks. So we thought this was pretty amazing. We'll just show a little bit of it, but like,
I love it.
If the article is in the news and stuff on the Gamedays Discord, so you can check it out, and then obviously from their YouTube page you can see the entire, like, all 4 he's done. I think it was Tanya, Scorpion, obviously Sonya, and Quan Chi, I think, are the 4 that he's worked on so far. So
yeah,
hopefully we'll see the rest of them.
Oh my!
It looks pretty damn good, honestly. Are they still doing the they're still doing idle animation?
The Black Dragon died with Kano.
It's fake.
Never. Okay, that's a little bit better. She does her little her
like body scissors
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just Sonya's ending. Oh, come on, you have this guy. Okay,
go
to this guy's YouTube channel, spam his comments, and tell him you need to do Jack's ending. So we need to see the whole what? Yeah. So that was a quick little thing. Yeah. So it's got 4 endings there. Go to his YouTube channel. It's in the link in our Discord under the news and stuff. So I had mentioned that I was playing some Mario 35, and once again, there I beat Craig. If anything else, I will have this forever and ever. This is on the internet. But yeah, apparently people have found a way to cheat in the game.
I've seen one of them, but like the person then lost. So I had fallen like I think I slipped and I died in like the early, even like the late 20s or late 20s, like 27, 28. Like I just had a bad run.
Right.
And like the person ahead of me was one of these, 100,000 coin people.
Yeah.
It's like,
so
all right, good job. You got 100,000 coins, but you're 26th. How good did that cheat go?
does the star mean prestige? Can you prestige in this game? I'll have to play more to find out, but yeah, apparently people have been hacking it to get themselves infinite coins and then just ending a game. Because apparently there's like in one match, is this the match results or this is something else? Like, yeah, maxing out coins and I can't read that.
What do the coins do?
It's some ancient foreign language I don't understand. I'm pretty sure boppa da boopy. But yeah, it's I've seen one person too with a video of them. Oh, here there is a video.
That's best players is what the top said. I put it in Google and had Google Translate.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's a new special mode where they'll send more like Lakitus and Bowsers and Hammer Bros.
Holy
like that's special match now.
Oh wow, I haven't seen this special match from now.
I think it just released today. I haven't had a chance to play it.
I've seen one video.
Oh god, a stack of 3.
Oh my!
Wow. Jesus.
Oh.
This would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Never mind, Fall Guys. We're gonna do this tomorrow until I have a panic attack.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, I mean, I think it was bound to happen. Cheaters on that. I've seen one where a guy had a strategy on like 3-1 where he just had one Koopa shell going back and forth, and then just enemies just kept spawning, and he was just sitting there with infinite time. The easiest, the best strategy is not to play.
That's a good exploit. That's not really a cheat.
Yeah, that's a good exploit.
Yeah. Well, I thought they did something to curb like people just standing still, but I'll have to wait and see. All right, so 2 more stories. They go hand in hand, but yeah, new Smash character coming out next Tuesday. It is. Wait, that's not the right trailer.
That's not the right trailer at all. But hey,
oh god, this is not. This is a fake trailer.
What the hell is this?
This was posted January 1st, 2019.
But at the same time, it gets the message across. It's Steve and Alex from Minecraft.
Yeah, this is definitely fake.
Steve? Mine's his way in.
Okay, so I thought I had the right trailer, but you know, let's just go to Sakurai showing off Minecraft Steve. So yeah, Minecraft Steve getting announced broke Twitter. Like, servers went down by people saying, "Hey, this is stupid. Why do you like this?" I've seen a lot of people, and Maximilian actually had a really good video about how he was happy for people, that he's sorry if he sounded a little dickish in his reaction. But after watching the gameplay trailer, like, a lot of the people from that Yo Video Games crew were just like, okay, this looks kind of cool. Because a lot of them they're in that camp of, I'm not playing Minecraft on my channel. Like, they're a group that just refused to play Minecraft for YouTube so that they could make big bucks. They're just like, no, I'll just stick with this. Like, there are some that, like, will play the Minecraft, or not the Minecraft game, but will play the YouTube game and make it big. And then there are some that will just stick to their own thing and still make it big, and that's cool. But he was just like, a lot of people were just like, oh god, like, why are you putting this in? I hate Minecraft because of how popular it is. They've never played it. Then there are others, like, I was like, I play Minecraft, so I'm happy with his inclusion. And I like after watching the gameplay footage too, I like it looks like an interesting character to play. like how like. And I said this when I did a live reaction to this. It's like, I hope for the next 4 characters that they are from franchises that other people like and they're super jazzed up, because he's going to give it his all. And he's going to make sure that it's true to form to that character for Smash.
Yeah, it's not something that's going to make me spend the money. Right? Like just this will not make me open my digital wallet. But seeing the gameplay, it looks like he's going to be a really interesting fighter. Honestly, it reminds me a bit of Phoenix Wright in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. It's very, very technique based. The way it's a lot of it. They managed to make it so there's a fighter with resource gathering and it's going to work.
Yeah,
and
I love
the fact that no matter what game something comes from, Sakurai makes it fucking work is astounding. Yeah. And also, this is the best selling game in the world. Of course, this was going to get in here at some point if they could work it out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see too, because his recovery is not great, because his jumps are not great, because it's the same height as it was in Minecraft. But I love the fact too is that when you have the pickaxe and you mine for resources, depending on where you mine, will determine what you get. And it's not just on the Minecraft stage; it's on other stages. So he showed you on Great Fox mining, and you're getting iron, a whole shitload.
Yeah,
that
was a cool part too.
Yeah. So look for this to be a game day on either Friday or Saturday next week. Or more both. Likely Friday.
Possibly both.
Or possibly both. Although I am toying with the idea of something else, which I'll talk about privately with the host there. Because I had another idea for game day. But yeah, Minecraft Steve, he's coming out on Tuesday. He looks interesting. I already have the fighter pass, so I'm getting it. I'll try it out. But yeah, we got 4 more characters left to go, and probably a shitload more Mii Fighter costumes, because if I can get to the Mii Fighter portion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did talk about it in this, didn't they?
Yep.
Everyone's asking, who's Travis?
Yes, we have Tech Reaper.
So, yep.
You have Gavin
as a brawler. I like how the lightning almost hits him, and it's raining. That's a nice touch. I never even noticed that. You got Pigskin as a brawler.
I said just say a panda.
You got diamond armor.
Fact, since we had the pig on there, the creeper started because a pig fucked up, and all of its limbs got stuck to the bottom of the model, and they decided, we can change this and make it a thing.
Okay, I don't know what this game is.
I looked it up. It's an arcade game from the early 80s.
Okay.
Old, yeah.
It's a very old game.
I thought that maybe it's the Japanese version of Deadly Towers. I was like, okay. Bomberman's cool.
It's straight up Bomberman.
Yep.
Tower of Draga.
Oh yeah, they did the multiple colors.
Yeah.
Remember.
Oh, apparently they also made Tower of Draga into an anime in 2004. But the comic, or let's see, a comic for some reason.
Yeah.
Action role-playing maze arcade game made by Namco in 84. Yeah. So
there you go.
Very old arcade game.
See,
older than me.
That's the funny thing is that if I don't like the character that's coming out, when Sakurai does his video showing off the moves, I know there's going to be Mii Fighter costumes ready. So I'm just like, ooh, what are they going to put in? Are they going to put in any tracks? Or I like the reactions for that. And I was like, ooh, Travis touchdown for No More Heroes.
Even if I don't like the fighter, I like the just all the little details and effort.
Yes.
Every single
character. This is the ultimate game.
Plus, I'm a fighting game nerd. Any new character that you do the breakdown, I'm like, ooh, that.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah. And a lot of the naysayers are just like, who asked for this? It's like, and I look at reactions of kids watching the video, and I'm like, there, right there. And fans of Minecraft, primarily our kids.
Just because you're not a fan of a thing doesn't mean other people aren't fans of a thing. I'll be honest, there has yet to be a character that has made me excited yet, and that's for DLC.
For season 2? Or just period. Or all period, really?
Because except for Minecraft, I've played none of those games. I have not. I've played a little bit of a King of Fighters once. Yeah. I haven't played Banjo. I haven't played Persona 5. I haven't played Three Houses yet, although I own that one. I haven't played ARMS. I know there's another one. I can't think of who it is, so I haven't played that game either.
Oh yeah, he also.
I know there's a game I missed in there, but it's not. I just not something I've played. So I don't have the nostalgia attached. Like, and this is just me. 100% is just me. Oh, I haven't played a Dragon Quest. Any Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
So
and also
the only
they had
Persona I played is the
amiibos.
first one on PlayStation 1.
And I have one of
So
them.
like, so it's just like none of these have hit my nostalgia enough to make me go, yeah, I'll spend $30 on fighters on a game I don't play that often.
I mean,
maybe one will come in the next 4. I don't know, but nothing has hit my nostalgia enough to.
Also, once pre-orders,
but that's me.
Once pre-orders go for these amiibos, I'm getting them. Banjo-Kazooie and Terry Bogard.
I haven't played the Banjo-Kazooie. That banjo looks fucking amazing.
Yeah. I'm actually thinking of Sony makes their own versions of amiibos that do jack shit. Like, there's no NFC or anything for them. They're just cool statues. They made one for, I don't know if Sony owns that company or not, but I just noticed that there's a lot of Sony properties on there. But there's a Banjo-Kazooie version of that I saw, I think, Rare tweet out. It's like, hey guys, look, Banjo-Kazooie on Xbox Series X. And it was just that statue on top of that. I'd want one of those as well to kind of put them side by side, but yeah, I'll pre-order that. I want the Terry one. I never use these things. I just think they're cool collectible figures.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
If I had a spot back here, they would live on the shelf somewhere. But right now they live under my TV in my living room.
Mine live all up there. Actually, I like. When I get a chance in a day off, if they still have a Simon Belmont at my pawn shop, I'm going to pick that up.
I have DVD and Game Watch, and they're both on my TV.
Until recently, I don't know the last one I bought. It might have been. I think it was the Zelda ones. The 2-pack of Toon Link and Toon Zelda. Yeah, I think like my roast or that. Before that, it was the Metroid, Samus Returns 2-pack. Just because that weirdly squishy Metroid was too cool not to buy. And then the latest ones I got were all of the Shovel Knight playable characters that are not Shovel Knight.
I still need it. Like, there's, I think they have 2 versions. So cool they have they have 2 of those 3-packs at that store, and I keep thinking, I'm like, oh, I'll get it later. And like, as soon as I decide to buy them, they're probably going to be gone.
Of course.
So
I had it on pre-order for so long. I actually wound up like canceling it, and it was still like more than a year.
Oh yeah, that pack took forever to come out.
It took so long.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Smash news, always good news. And our final news story that will lead into actually our review. A Resident Evil reboot has been announced. Casting has been made, and they say it's going to be a origin story and focus more on the video game franchise and less on what we're going to review next. So the only I see 2 Arrowverse stars in here. So you've got Robbie Amell, who is Stephen Amell's cousin. Stephen Amell was Green Arrow, and he was Firestorm for like a season and a half when they just decided to get rid of him, which kind of sucked. But and then we got M. Bison himself, Neil McDonald. I can't pronounce his last name. Neil McDowan. Neil
McDonough?
Yeah, sure. That guy.
Sure.
M. Bison. He was Damien Dark in Arrow.
I'm genuinely surprised that of these 6 people, Neil McDonough isn't Wesker. He's William Birkin.
Yeah,
like I thought that would have been the other way around.
Yeah,
and I want to say Robbie Amell is Chris Redfield.
I'm scrolling through it right now. Yes, Robbie Amell is Chris Redfield. Tom Hopper is Wesker.
This girl, this Kaya, God, last names. This is Claire Redfield. Hannah John came in. Apparently she was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Oh, ew, I think she was she Ghost?
She was Ghost.
Okay, yep. Yeah. So she's going to be Jill Valentine. Robbie Amell as Chris Redfield. Okay. Tom Hopper, The Umbrella Academy as Albert Wesker. I'm assuming it's this guy here. Fuck, that's Wes. That's Game Attacks West right there. I said to him, it's like, hey, Wes, I didn't know you got cast for Resident Evil. Good job. And then this happy little guy here, Avon Joga from Zombieland Double Tap. He will be Leon Kennedy. It's a good casting.
All right, I'm looking further down, and obviously we've kind of spoiling it a bit, but I know there's a sentence. Most fans will probably notice that Mila Jovovich's Alice is nowhere to be seen. This is on Cinema Blend's article about it.
Wait, she's not in it? She's like the best character.
I'm waiting the day that Capcom puts her in an RE game just to kill her off in the first 10 minutes. It's like, hi, I'm Alice. I'm here to get you out. It's like someone just grabs her and kills her. It's like, huh. Okay. Now it's time for the real star of the game to take action. Yeah, so that was exciting. That was our elongated news. Man, whenever we get an extra week off, it just seems to pile up and it goes longer. Okay. So, as you can probably guess, it's time to find out whether or not Hollywood can replicate the video games on the silver screen. It's time for whatever this segment's called. I keep forgetting the name. It's Video Games, the Movie, the Game, the Review. Did I get it right?
Maybe.
We'll see at the end of the stack.
Yeah, I got it right.
Hey.
Good.
And I didn't have enough time to edit it, but I was going to put a whoosh, Resident Evil. Because our attention, G1s, was to go through the entire anthology for the month of October. But when we realized we only had 2 podcasts in the month of October, and I didn't want to subject every, like watching 3 movies for 1 podcast. So we're going to do the first one. And I will tell you what the next one will be. I will tell you what the next one will be after we're done talking about this one. Okay. But yeah, so Paul W.S. Anderson strikes again here on the channel. This is another video game adaptation he's directed. I don't think him and Mila Jovovich were married when this movie came out. But, I mean, this is where they met, for sure. So, this is loosely based off the first game. I say loosely, because, like, there is a mansion, but you see it for all of 2 minutes.
Right.
Mansion, there's zombies.
Yeah, according to Wikipedia, they started dating when they met on the movie.
Ah. Okay.
So this movie brought them together.
Oh, God. We talk about the first bit here, where the Umbrella Corps breaks into the mansion. The music choices.
The music choices.
I gotta be careful where I pause because Mila Jovovich's dress is kind of loose on her.
I mean, the music choices too. The whole thing. I looked it up. Apparently, around a point that we'll talk about later, involving the zombie dogs. Apparently, the song title that Woody found out was a remix of a Nine Inch Nails song called "Fist Fuck." And so Woody had paused it, and Amazon, pops up little like pop-up video type things to say what's going on, and so he just had in the little corner music note "Fist Fuck."
So
it's like I found this, so it's like, all right, I'll research so I see if this is just a weird, like Amazon's doing something weird, or if this is legit. So nope, legit. It's a Nine Inch Nails remix.
So how this movie goes is it's not members of Stars getting into the mansion and finding out all this virus stuff in this secret lab, whatever. No, it's so Michelle Rodriguez's character and the other people. I can't be bothered to know their names because no one tells them their. Because I already knew like Mila Jovovich's character's name is Alice. You cannot pay me enough money to remember who the other people were in this movie because no one said. Barely anyone says their names, but the audio was mixing so bad.
Michelle Rodriguez's name might have been Rain, and that's about all I remember.
Yep, I was just calling her Letty the whole time because.
I have notes. I'll pipe in with my shit when we get there. I literally put Michelle Rodriguez stars as Michelle Rodriguez because she's still playing the same character. She's still plays pretty. I'm not gonna say all the time, but pretty often.
Yeah.
All I did is like, oh, hey, she looks familiar, but I know her from something.
Yeah. So it's not stars. It's Umbrella Corps' like main like security force. They just came in to find out what happened. And, you get the outbreak. I will say, though, that the first bit where they're trying to get to the Red Queen AI system, the laser grid, that was kind of cool. For, like, late 2000 CG, like, that was actually kind of an interesting sequence. But, my God, those people were stupid. It's like, whoo, laser coming right to my head. I'll just sit here and just chop it off. Okay, and let me go.
My ankles. They're coming from my ankles. I'll jump, and then the laser moves with them and still gets him in the torso.
Yeah. And then the one at the end is the best, where it's like one beam and then it just goes. No, you're just gonna be like you're gonna be fenced out,
right? You'll be.
Can I say, for a movie that's rated R, the gore I found very tame.
Yeah, it was
the elevator scene, especially. Like I thought it was a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, there are moments, but for the most part, it's a lot of just implied.
Yeah, especially when they finally catch up with the horde of zombies, and they start trying to maul people, and I'm like,
Dead Rising again.
And I'm like, this is definitely not a Romero of the Dead movie. Because of the Dead, they'd be like ripping open their guts and taking giant chunks out. This is not it. Oh, I should probably keep playing the trailer a little bit. Just to get some more visualization. So yeah, the mansion, boom, that's all you get.
Yeah, and then you see it for like a minute at the end. Spoiler, but you do see it at the very end for like a minute.
I just look I think this is the first time I've watched this trailer. This is the first time. This they cut this trailer to make it look like what the other video game movies have been like, where it's just like, all right, speed the camera up, slow it down, speed it up, slow it down. Like, have you noticed that with a lot of video game movies where there's just like they tend to up the frames? You know what I mean?
The laser.
Yeah, there's the laser.
They're trying to make things more dramatic.
The Showtime kick.
Yeah.
That's literally the goddamn Showtime kick.
Can I?
Anthony Pettis.
I know it's jumping ahead. In the face. It's jumping ahead to the movie a little bit, but can we talk about the dogs real quick?
My favorite part.
The zombie whippets. Yeah, let's talk about it.
My
I assume they were supposed to be Dobermans, but those do not look like Dobermans. They look like whippets or greyhound.
That's my question.
Okay, let me just. Hang on. I was trying. Perfect frame. There we go. We'll leave it on there for a little bit. Okay. So prior to that, there's a horde of these dogs. And here's why I'm like,
I got away
this
from one.
Movie is rated R. This movie is rated R. And when she starts taking the dogs down, they cut to just close-ups of the gun. Like, you do not see a single one of these dogs go down. I'm like, I'm pretty sure PETA would be okay with you shooting zombie dogs. As long as you're not shooting real dogs.
Like, not counting this one, there is one dog that you see just jump into frame, take a bullet, and fall back out of frame. But yeah, for the most part, it's just, here's Alice shooting a gun. This is the entire shot. And then this fucking kick.
Yeah.
Literally, look up Anthony Pettis Showtime kick. It's the same kick. It's just that guy did it in a UFC fight. Oh, not UFC.
That kick is amazing. The whole scene is amazing.
The whole scene is ridiculous because they do like the Jurassic Park, like we'll hide in the steel kitchen from the dog. And she turns around and there's just like 6 more in front of her.
And then my gift.
God, with the dog just going. I'm assuming it was just a prop, like a paper mache dog with the coverings and all that, and they were just kind of rolling it on a roller across frame. I mean, the shot. All right, that's good.
We also saw the awful CGI liquor at one point.
Yeah,
like that looks terrible. The entire time that looks.
Yeah,
I mean, it's PlayStation 2 era CGI, but
Yeah, but it was
the liquor looks awful. Even like the Red Queen or whatever the little girl was supposed to be. Here's this expensive CGI shot of holographic little girl, and then that never comes back.
Mm.
That didn't look good either. Like, I
too
know
much
I'm
money.
harping on a shitty video game movie for its special effects, but
Yeah.
those look awful.
I hated
There's-
how the camera, like whoever, like the director, just like had no subtlety whatsoever. In the first like half an hour, if you count how many times the camera just has a zoom in on the security cameras where like the Red Queen or whatever is
Oh
watching
yeah,
something.
Yeah.
Here's a
It's
camera,
like
here's a camera, here's a camera, here's a camera,
it's
here's
like
a camera.
just
Camera
to let
shots
you
of
know
cameras.
she's watching.
Yeah, I get it. She's watching. She's controlling things. I understand. Here's a camera. Here's a camera. Shh, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
I also love that no one can figure out what zombies look like until like the horde is there, because there's even the part where Office Guy, like, he sees his sister, and it's not until she's this close and jumping on him that he realizes that she's a
Yeah.
You
What he mentioned at the end is like, that's my sister,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay. The way she mounted him, I was like, okay, this is like if that's her sister, that's like all different types of creepy right there. Yeah. So like,
I think so. I might have it wrong. I honestly, like, until they started to get down into the hive, I was barely paying attention.
I know.
Like, this movie was so hard to keep focus on.
So what I can
Things
understand
happen,
from
yeah.
the plot is that Alice and this other guy all work for Umbrella, but she wants to take it down from the inside. But they have this nerve gas that knocked them all out, but she lost her memory. Doesn't know
Because amnesia.
Yeah, and then she like it's all starting to come back, and then they realize that one of the guys was like, "Oh, I work for Umbrella, but I'm gonna take it down, but I'm doing it for evil reasons, money." So he's the one. He's the one that does the tossing of the T virus to let it loose, and he's got the cures and all that.
And
And
also,
also-
Barkin Basement Thomas Jane's fault.
Also, can we also talk about the fact that it takes 3 or 4 bites on Letty before she finally turns?
I know every other character that gets bitten turns within like a minute or two. It takes Michelle Rodriguez a fucking hour before she turns. She gets bitten at least twice.
3 times.
He has almost
That's what I said. Yeah,
one in the hand,
like-
one in the arm, and then one on the neck. And, like,
it still
how are you still
doesn't
not
turn her
turned?
for forever?
She's a step down from main character. That's why.
Right?
Yeah. But even the other guy got bitten. He didn't even change. Like, they gave him the cure, but then the liquor comes in there and just yeets him.
Well. I mean, they hint towards the next movies because as
Oh yeah.
I mean, do you mind if I talk about the very end?
No,
Or
not
will we
the
wait?
not
not-
who you're talking about. I'm talking about the other guy, because like he
Oh,
was like one of the
Barkin
ones telling
Basement
it.
Thomas Jane,
Yeah,
or the
yeah.
the
No,
one that almost killed himself.
yeah. But then he just
Okay.
wastes it on another guy. He's like, "Oh, that's all you get. You have to work for your food." And then it's like, "Hey, I'm magically still alive."
Yeah,
And
I'm
then
still
liquor
fine.
comes- come-
Somehow I outran them.
liquor
just like
liquor
that
comes
guy
in and
was
just
basically
yeets
dead.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about the other guy who gets bitten and gets scratched by the liquor, and
Yeah.
and then at the end they're like, "All right, grab him for the Nemesis project," and
And then they just, like as I said, Nemesis Project. It's like, all right, see you in the sequel.
right,
Yeah.
anyone who knows Resident Evil at that point
Yeah.
was like, "Well, know what happened to him."
And at the end, we have gigantic sequel bait, because she's in Raccoon City Hospital with like 2 pieces of cloth for clothing for some strange reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's one point where
Because-
she's backing up into the underneath the table, and I swear to God, you could see her cooch at one point.
You are not wrong.
For that sequence, I also want to see if the lockpicking lawyer can unlock a card reader with a syringe.
Apparently, it's just psst. And the gigantic sequel bait is she finally gets out, and Raccoon City is in shambles. It's like, and they do this pan out shot of her with a shotgun, and it's just Raccoon City, and you're like, if I didn't know now what I knew then, what was going to happen, and there's a reason why we titled this podcast "My Wife, Our Strongest," to what they were going to do to this franchise, I would have been like, cool, she's in the middle of Raccoon City. time for RE2 and 3, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
And then the other 5
I
movies
love
happen, and you realize, fuck your favorite characters in this franchise.
Yeah.
Because it's all about her.
The super minor thing that I noticed, but when they get the cures back from Bargain Basement Thomas Jane, I noticed, and it's a stock sound, it's been used in everything at this point, but I noticed that the suitcase closes with the door from Doom sound effect.
Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of, like, stock sound effects.
Also, all of a sudden, the movie goes Wanted, and we get a super slow-mo of a bullet at one point or two.
Oh, yeah.
We need that one zoom of the bullet slowly going towards, like, one zombie, whatever.
Let me go back to the CG of the liquor. So
God,
there's
it's
the
awful.
liquor.
Every form of it is awful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah,
beginning of this
there's
is
a whole
like
section where Alice is just doing CQC with a bunch of zombies. Never gets a scratch on her. She's fine. Gets slapped in the face by a liquor tongue. She's still fine.
Yeah.
Like Mila Jovovich
Pure
is 2010's John Cena for this entire franchise.
pretty much. Oh, get ready for the sequel where Jill Valentine shows up. He's like second fiddle to everyone. Yes.
I can't wait to watch
Apocalypse has Valentine and Nemesis. So basically it's just 3. Like they just completely skip over 2. Because I want to say Claire doesn't show up until Extinction.
I need to watch all these movies
I've
now.
literally never seen any of them except the first one.
Oh,
I've talked about it before, but I used to be part of a Resident Evil forum for some reason because I never really played the damn games. Like
yeah.
I played some of 4, and that's all I've really played. But for some reason, I was part of this forum.
We will get.
So I saw that movie, but I never saw the rest.
We will get to them eventually in time. But that, like, my wife, our strongest. She's not really like. She won't get to superhuman levels until later on. Apparently, because like someone linked to me because I don't know if you guys have watched the Monster Hunter movie trailer yet. I have not.
I saw a teaser, and the teaser just. Like,
this is like if I watch this trailer and I see her drop kick Rathalos in one hit and kill him, I'm done. Like the movie's done at that point. Who would pay to see that?
The only teaser I've seen was modern was like where they were still in modern times, but Diablos had made it to modern times, so it was them on the back of a jeep with a machine gun.
That's the plot. It's taking place in modern times. Like
trying to shoot
Monster Hunter will be
Diablos.
transported into modern times, but will probably play second fiddle to Alice.
Probably.
Mila Jovovich.
But yeah, the one I'm looking forward to is the 3D one because that's where Wesker shows up and he has his like ultimate MVC 3 powers, so he's just teleport dashing all over the place. Someone sent me a clip of like Red Letter Media, and I don't really follow these guys, so I don't know exactly who they are. I just remember like the 20 million part episode 1 review where it's like episode 1 was the worst movie ever, and here's why. Mm-hmm. Like that's all I know of them. I don't watch their stuff, but like it's just. They're watching that fight scene and they're just howling. They're howling, and I'm like, that's an annoying laugh. But I imagine this is pretty bad scene. But more so that I think in that film, Chris and Claire try to take on Wesker by themselves, and they get bodied into a bunch of tubes and get sucked down. And it's like, no, it's my turn.
I guess for final thoughts. Pass. I would honestly say pass on the entire franchise, probably, but this is just not.
But we got 5 more to watch soon.
Oh, I know, but like, if it wasn't something like this, no way I would rewatch that ever. Like, it's not really. It's just not interesting. No. It's not even like an interesting zombie movie, let alone
it's not
an interesting video game movie or anything close to a faithful representation of Resident Evil. It's just.
It's not even so bad. It's good. It's just no.
It's just yeah. No. It's like I would watch Doom again over this.
I would watch Doom again over this.
Yeah.
All right. So, really, it's time for podcast questions. So, we always ask you guys to drop some questions for us in the Discord under podcast questions, and we will answer them. Hopefully,
you got some good ones actually.
Yeah.
Some good questions.
But before we start with that, I might put the next movie up for a vote. I'll ask people, hey, do you want us to continue with the RE movies? Because the other one we were contemplating was Silent Hill. I have never seen that.
Also, I was originally invited and predicated on this for something completely different, and then we realized it was October. So
yeah,
I hope we get a makeup of what that was at some point, because I actually got a Netflix subscription for it.
I will push that for November for sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So like we'll put everything aside. I just figured October is spoopy time, spoopy movies.
Yeah.
All right, so the first question comes from Day, but we had to put it in by proxy of Wolf because Day does not have social media. So she wanted to know, what is your least favorite exclusive on your favorite console? So,
and I think we had gotten this question during the panel, but we wanted to bring it to the podcast.
Yeah, I think it came in super late, but we're like, hey, we'll just because I think we were pressed for time during the panel, which by the way. It is in our YouTube channel. If you guys want to watch that panel that we did for RTX at home,
give that a watch. Of fun.
Oh yeah, if nothing else, watch the Baser and I's faces trying not to laugh at the stupid clips. Even though I've seen these clips 100 times over, they still make me laugh.
I turned my mic off just in case. I physically turned the volume all the way down on my mixer because I knew I would be interrupting it by giggling, even though I've seen them all the time too, especially the "we have a Claire" section. All right.
Yeah, favorite exclusive or least favorite exclusive on your favorite console. Well, if I'm gonna go with Xbox, least favorite, even though I like her, I'd probably say Fable. It's not that I hate Fable. It's just that if I'm ranking like all the Microsoft franchises, Fable would probably be at the bottom. I was gonna go Forza, but I haven't played a whole lot of the other games other than like played shit out of Horizon 4, and I just started up 3. So it'd probably be Fable. Not saying that they're bad games. It's just if I was to rank all the exclusives on Microsoft, Fable would be probably at the bottom.
For me, it was Sunset Overdrive. It just didn't hook me. I say that a lot, but just something about the game just never caught my attention. I played for about as long as like Achievement Hunter their like first video in it. It was just like, it's all right, and I just never touched it again. So if I was going to say anything Microsoft exclusive, it's probably Sunset.
Hey, Woody?
I would have to. I'm gonna steal something from you, and I'd have to say Forza. This is just not my type of racing game. It's just
Motorsport or Horizon. They're technically like they're two different feeling games. Like more, you would like. I would say like Motorsport is more of the simulation style.
I would like Horizon more from the little bit I played of Horizon. Either one is just not my cup of tea.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I like silly arcade races.
Yeah, same. I gravitate a lot more to that, but I think like with Horizon, there's a little bit more arcadey stuff in there that I'm on the borderline of putting in the time on that. But if it's like a Gran Turismo where it's like no, you have to be perfect on everything, that turns me off completely.
Just like I know I just talked about it making it to Game Pass, but like the motorsport games, like it's so like this is serious racing. It is like presentation wise, it has such a stick up its ass of just this is serious racing. We are racing on racetracks and real race cars, and you respect the racing. Like it's just give me Horizon, give me people just being goofy about the fact we're driving around this fake city, or fake representation. Or say fake representation of a city and countryside. Like, make it silly. Make it so I can do a mission where we're driving the car from Daytona, USA. Like give me a tribute to Outrun randomly in the middle of the game. Like, just make it silly,
Oh yeah,
make it more fun. Yeah,
that's what I loved about Horizon is that gamer, that
the
streamer
racer
quote, yeah.
missions, yeah.
Although I was ununimpressed with her
Yeah,
game
make
over,
it
yeah. She was just like,
make
game
it so we're
over,
driving
yeah.
make it so we're driving Hot Wheels cars. Make it so we're driving through Legoland. Like,
Yeah, those are fun. I haven't tried the Hot Wheels DLC yet, but
I feel like the theming is a little better in Hot Wheels, just because there aren't big swaths of that aren't Hot Wheels, except for like one little island. For the most part, it's just giant blue and orange Hot Wheels tracks. There are a couple sections in Lego Speed Champions where it's just the normal landscape and maybe there's some Lego in the backgrounds. But personal opinion, I love them both.
all right. So, one of our hosts, Jimbo Sox, asked, what is the worst game you have purchased / downloaded this year? Hyperscape. Hyperscape. My God. And I took this off the docket because we had too much to talk about, but they're already planning a season 2.
Okay.
I'm like, for who?
I see it, and I like even like the Ubisoft thing. I was like, all right, oh, we're done. Cool.
All right. While you come with yours, I need to do my daily. Where does it place on Twitch?
Sure. For me, it was either NHL 20, just for nothing else. Like, again, it's the same sports thing where there was nothing really majorly changed except the commentary, because like the commentary team they had been using are usually the commentary team on TV of Mike Emmerich. Is that Ray Ferraro? I can't remember who the caller guy is in like NHL 19, but they replaced him with Ray Ferraro, and I can't remember the new guy. But it's like, if you remember Madden 12, when instead of like Jim Nantz or John Madden it was suddenly Gus Johnson, and he's just all the way up here all the time. That's NHL 20, and so it's like, settle down, take a break. Like, we're just skating to the other end. You don't have to be way up here and everything is super exciting when we're just switching. Like, it's dumped in. Settle down. That and Cook Serve Delicious 2, just because I really liked the first one on Steam, because it's a lot of like, like, here's a burger, here, put all the ingredients on, but each one's a different letter. But on the controller, it's like sometimes you're holding this trigger, sometimes this one, and then face buttons. And it's like, it's too much. Like, the controls are too convoluted for a controller. Just give me a keyboard. There's nothing bad with Cook Serve Delicious 2. It's just not a console game to me. It's a Steam. Let me play with a keyboard. Let me put the things on. K, M, D, B for bun, enter, go. Like, it's so much easier on a keyboard than like on a controller. All right, well, that's hold left trigger, B, X, right trigger, A, B, and then let go of the trigger, then A to send it. And it's too much. It's too much, especially for like a really quick like time management game. Having to constantly like look at the controller. Just give me a keyboard. Those are mine for worst purchases this year.
Mine would have to be. I hate to say it, it's gonna hurt me to say it, but Ori and the Will of the Wisps, the new one.
Really?
I love the first game. I love the second game if it worked. Every time I played it, I just had so much like hiccup and stuttering and lag, and I got kicked out of the game multiple times. Like, the game hard crash, at least like double digits on me.
Oh God, yeah.
It's such a good game too, and I'm sure it's been updated since then. But like, I was looking forward to it so much, I wanted to play it like as soon as it came out, and then it's just like nothing fucking works.
That can be rough. First impressions are important. Like, I mean, another great example of that would be No Man's Sky. It's great now, but I'm sure there are a lot of people who are not going to give it a try because they tried it when it started.
Yeah, it had its chance, and then it just ruined it
by
being a broken mess.
By the way, if you count on Hyperscape, and apparently Season 2 is out, it's at 377.
What, viewers? Or 1,000?
No, 377 viewers.
Triple digits.
It is. It is one viewer higher than people playing Pokemon Fire Red right now.
Oh my!
And
wow.
it's tied for viewership of Dark Souls 1.
Maybe it has better viewership elsewhere, but I'm I'm playing devil's advocate at that point. Who knows? It's crazy on Facebook. It's crazy on YouTube. Who knows? But and Twitch numbers aren't everything. I'd have to see. I'll look.
This is a game designed for Twitch, though. Like, there's Twitch integration that mess up the game, like low gravity or whatever, and it's like it's dead. You know what's top right now? Like right now, other than just chatting, Among Us is still number 1, and then you've got that Phasmophobia game that just came out.
Yeah,
like it's weird. It's so weird right now that like all these games are getting like top viewership on Twitch, and the stuff that are always guaranteed are falling behind them, like League of Legends and Minecraft and GTA and Fortnite. They're just like they keep falling. Like Valorant and Apex, I'll give it to them. They're staying in strong there, but like everything.
Yeah, well, and Apex just released a new thing like yesterday as well. Like it's a neat new mode where no healing items respawn on the map. There are hot zones all over the map where that will heal you while you're in them, and it's the persistent like one ring essentially. So it'll pick one spot, and then the entire ring closes the entire time. There's no rounds.
And also too, I think they put the crossplay beta on.
Yes, also crossplay has been added. So Apex has definitely done stuff in the past like week or so to have boosted their numbers again for sure.
Yeah. Like Hyperscape, I don't even know what they do. It's like season 2. Oh yeah, we're gonna put these skins in and maybe tweak this part of that mode that nobody plays.
I remember they were doing a turbo mode where I think everyone starts with, like I think like the rings move faster. Everyone starts with like top armor, and I think you only find like top rank extensions or whatever. However it works. Yeah. It's just like I'm sure other people have already done this. It doesn't seem unique, but hey, it's a new mode.
All right, moving on. Our other host, Red Rope, asks, with the new generation consoles right around the corner, what was the first console you ever saved up, waited, and gotten released all on your own? Zero. I never got them on release. I think Xbox One. We waited at least I think that was the longest or the shortest period of getting a console near launch. Is I waited until they had the bundle without the Kinect in it, and we bought that one. So very shortly after launch there, but I mean, that's I are responsible to all, or maybe it was the Switch. I don't remember. Honestly, don't remember. It was probably the Switch, but. No, consoles, I never buy them at launch, ever. First console I ever bought with my own money was Nintendo 64. I bought that used, and I learned a hard lesson that day about what OBO means in a classified ad. I just paid him whatever cash there, and he was just like, oh, yeah, here's this and this and this. Go ahead. And I was like, yeah, I got it. My mom takes me aside. She's like, do you know what OBO means? I said, no. She says, or best offer. You could have haggled. I was like, oh, okay. Good to know.
A hard-learned lesson, but worthwhile.
Yeah.
So, kids, that's what OBO means. And, of course, if someone says firm in a Kijiji or Craigslist ad, you always still lowball them. Even though it specifically says this is firm, I'm not trading. Oh, would you take 40 with it? Fuck off. Blocks.
Will you take 40 with it?
No, we'll take 40 for it.
What
about you guys?
Yeah, I actually have a Craigslist thing I'm hopefully purchasing this weekend. A bunch of just old box PC games, but it's like even the offer, the biggest thing I'm looking forward to is that price by itself. So sure, I will take the other junk with it. I will take a copy of Sim Golf boxed for $30, and also take your copy of that's about what the price is. But I'll also take your copy of Playboy the Mansion boxed. And there's a bunch of other. It's like 17 games total, but those are some of the high and low lights.
You can't stream that on Twitch.
Probably can't. I get to run. We'll see. But for the actual question, I've never bought a console at launch. I don't even remember how long ago I got my 360. That might be the closest. But the first console I bought on my own, I've told the story before, is I worked. My mom's in radio, and she had heard, because obviously radio, they're always at the state fair every year. Someone needed a helper, so she got me a job selling like the vinyl stickers you'd see on the back of people's cars and stuff, logos, sayings, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
For like 8 days of that, they paid me $300. I used that to buy my first Xbox original, Halo CE, and WWF Raw 2, or WWE Raw 2 technically.
Nice.
God, sucked. One of those 3 was a mistake.
Set a trap for Kane.
Just a box falls on his head.
Oh, God.
Anytime, like, say, my wrestler's in a feud with Edge, I'm fighting Christian. Edge will run to the ring, punch Christian, go out of the ring, and do nothing else for the rest of the match. Even though he's my rival. But I did like if you interrupted someone during their entrance and they still had like their hat or their glasses or whatever, you just punch it off their face. Like you would actually knock the entrance props off of other superstars. But yeah, it sucked. But yeah, yep, that's what I got. What do you?
I don't buy consoles on launch either. Everything's gonna be broken and there's gonna be patches or something's gonna happen. Plus, I don't want to spend that money right away. I guess the first one I ever bought my own money was the PS1, though. I got birthday money and little chores around the house money. I got myself a PS1. I don't know why I didn't do Nintendo 64 like everybody else. I'm weird. And the end.
Yeah. Hey, so your 3 hosts, we don't buy consoles at launch.
Yeah,
I guess we're not the cool kids. Makoto asks, what are your exclusives? What are your exclusives are you looking for? I think what exclusives for each of the new systems are you looking forward to? So guess like PS5, Xbox Series X. That's the thing, like the exclusives won't technically be exclusives for like the next year. Cause like I was like, hey, I'm super pumped for Miles Morales and Horizon Zero Dawn 2. And then I find out, oh wait, they're coming to PS4 anyway. And I'm like, oh, there kills any interest in the PS5 at launch for me.
I'm interested in the new Ratchet and Clank game.
Yeah.
Looks like fun.
I wouldn't call that a system seller for me.
No.
PlayStation wise, God of War Ragnarok. I almost said Thor Ragnarok.
God of War.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah. I still have to play God of War 4, so. And yes, I'm calling God of War 4 because it's the 4th game. I know you get, Paul Marketing hates numbers now, but.
Right.
I mean, we're at 9 Fast and Furious movies. Like, you can keep putting numbers in and it won't scare anyone off.
No, you have to use, like, Revenge and...
Final Fantasy is still doing it, even though it's not technically the 16th one.
That's one of the ones, actually, PS5 I want is Final Fantasy 16. Because I'm like, holy shit, you're finally going back to the fantasy part of Final Fantasy. Yeah. No more techno... Because apparently, what I read in interviews is that that's being helmed by the people who do FF14, and like they're completely separate from like the people who do the mainline stuff. And apparently, the directors of the mainline stuff don't like fantasy. That's why everything's like techno and futuristic, but people still use swords. So this is like, nope, we need swords and magic, and I'm like, cool, I'm on board. On Xbox. I'd say Halo Infinite, but that got delayed. But Infinite might end up being a Series X exclusive. They might not bring that to the regular Xbox One now. So I'd say Halo Infinite. But then again, like right from the get-go, Microsoft has stated they are not going to have anything super exclusive for the first 2 years. So there's really not a whole lot on the new console that I'm excited for.
And if Infinite comes to PC, then I'm not going to. Especially if it's Game Pass PC, then I don't need to worry about it that much.
And
I'm gonna say something super controversial, and I don't care if I get hate for it. I think it's weird that you play Halo with. I think it's weird people play Halo with a keyboard and mouse. Like for me, that's just controller. And like
Yeah.
a bunch of people scream at one YouTuber because like he's playing through all the Halos, but only on PC because they're like, oh yeah, you finished up ODST and ready for 4. He's like, I can't play 4. And they're like, you have an Xbox right there. Just blow the dust off and play it. Do you hate Xbox that much?
And if you're so adamant about keyboard and mouse, I think they have keyboard and mouse support for the Xbox. There's no reason, except for, I guess if you really need that unlocked fucking frame rate for a fucking like 10-year-old game. But on the question itself, maybe Miles Morales, but I haven't. Not that there's. I don't know anything about it really. Well, gameplay wise, I've never played I don't have a PS4. I haven't played the Spider-Man game, but maybe Miles Morales. Also, that Destruction All Stars game because it looks like it's up my alley. The like drive around in cars, Destruction Derby, but also on foot. Like maybe that, but there's just not a lot I'm excited for in general for Xbox. I don't care. I'm a fanboy. Fable. I was so excited when they actually announced Fable because also it's by the team who makes the Forza Horizon games.
Right.
So I know the world is going to be so beautiful. Forza Motorsport and Everwild looks really interesting. I'm super interested in whatever Everwild is going to be. But there's just nothing that I'm super excited about yet that has any sort of like firm release date for either console. It's I know launch window can be iffy at times, but I'm whelmed by the not overwhelmed, not underwhelmed, but just whelmed by both launch windows at this point.
Yeah.
I think my problem is like everything that I think was gonna be exclusive and be like, oh man, Miles Morales, oh man, Horizon. It's like, oh, it's coming to PS4, or it's the exclusive to PS5 just for a little bit, then it'll be good to Xbox One or Xbox Series One or whatever.
Yeah.
That Deathloop game was really
You're
fun,
being one of those people. I want Xbox.
As if you would know which one.
They GameStop and play. Which one? Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One X, Xbox One S, Xbox One Z. Like, just how many fucking Xboxes are there?
Silence. 6. One exclusive by Nintendo.
Pretty much, yeah. You want exclusives? Get a Nintendo because Mario and Zelda, and they ain't going to Xbox. Hell, we can't even get anime Breath of the Wild on Xbox right now. Apparently, that Genshin Impact's not coming to Xbox. It's going to come to Switch soon. Wolf asks on behalf of Natural Spook, more peanut butter, more jelly, or 50-50. I'm guessing this is how you make your PB&J sandwiches.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
I don't.
I saw it during the game today, and it was keeping that question because it's something different.
Yeah. Here's what you do. You throw that shit out, and you throw cold meat in between 2 pieces of bread. That's how I do.
I mean, I do that as well, but I mean, that was my lunch today. Was just ham and salami and cheese on bread. But if I'm doing PB&J, I try to go even. I don't always get that right. Like, I think probably like a little more jelly than peanut butter, just the nature of the things. But if I'm making a PB&J, 9 times out of 10, I also toast. So yeah, so it's like, it's still PB&J, but it's also crunchy and warm, and it's just a better sandwich.
100% agree.
Or peanut butter and whatever, because I'm from New England, so we also just figured, fuck it, we have marshmallow cream, we'll just put that with peanut butter and call it a fluffer nutter. It's still delicious, but that's just a thing we do.
All right, what do you?
Heavier on the jelly, but not by much, like 55-45 or 60-40.
Yeah, exactly.
And final question from Fat Man. If you could take the place of a character in any video game, who would it be? I like to be Nathan Drake, because I get to go on cool adventures and murder various people in the name of archaeology and not get in trouble for it. So
the first part of my note for this was just like, fuck. It's like, what would I do? Like, because I'm thinking about like me. What I came up with was the main character from Monster Rancher, because being able to raise all those crazy fucking monsters would be so cool, especially if the game worked like it. The game mechanic worked in that universe the way it does in the real world. And I could just take my fucking CD and make a monster out of it.
Nice.
Ooh, I got Queen Greatest Hits here. I wonder what monster that's going to be.
Right.
Woody?
I've got Scarface on DVD. What's this? Oh fuck! It's a skeleton dragon. Okay, which really happened in Evo, Monster Rancher Evo. It's like, oh fuck! All right, roll with this. Wordman says Saban from Final Fantasy 6 so we can suplex a train.
Nice.
Woody, who would you be?
I'm gonna go similar again. I was gonna actually pick Pokemons. Be the Pokemon guy and just have all the Pokemons.
Well, it either makes you an NPC or it makes you 10 years old.
I'll be a gym leader, so I'll be an old man.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
All right.
And then I'll have all the Pokemons. I'll have like, Gatomon and Vmon and Fremon.
All
of them.
I actually, while I was going through my discs, I found my old Digimon Digital World 3 that I've owned since I owned a PlayStation.
Wow.
Just the disc. I don't have the box anymore, and I'm pretty sure it's also like too scratched to really read. It's just something I've never gotten rid of. I literally would have no idea what's happening in that game. I haven't consumed any Digimon media in forever.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see I can't remember what it was. I think it was like, what was your favorite starter? And someone posted like, oh yeah, like my favorite Charmander from Monster Rancher has a fucking picture of like Agumon.
I like that person.
He has a Woody sense of humor. All right. That's going to do it for our questions.
There was one last question, but it was just Woody asked, Hi. Hi.
Yes. I chose to ignore that one.
I chose to read it because it was silly.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for us tonight, guys. Holy crap, we went a while there. I find it whenever Wolf is on the cast there, we have a lot to talk about.
I was going to say, when I'm here, we get chatty. We absolutely get chatty.
That's fine.
I was a little less chatty today. So
yeah, that's fine. All right, so we're gonna tell you guys what's coming up in the game days, and then we're gonna plug our own shit because we can. Friday, is that still happening?
Well, according to the schedule, no.
Okay, so it was supposed to be Alien Isolation, I think, with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was supposed to scream Alien Isolation as part of Extra Life Incentive, but I had to cancel that due to personal reasons. Nothing bad. No sick or anything like that. Just had to cancel.
Yeah.
We might do something else, but right now it's up in the air.
All right. So no stream on Friday. So Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Apparently that is still tentative as well. Keep an eye on our socials if anything changes, but it would be part 2 of Marv and Phil Escape Jail. Well, I mean, they're already out of jail. This is like doing the last bit of a way out. So that'll be kicking off at 9 p.m. Eastern. It started on Sunday with them. It was hilarious. It was like they play off at each other so well. So we'll see what happens to the story. Yeah, the improv skills are on point. I don't think I could ever do anything like that.
Right? I am of that crop of hosts. I'm the straight man comparatively between Jimbo and Fat. And then I'm also here. I mean, it's like the get iced bro. I was also there.
Yeah, in robot form.
Oh god, that was terrible. But
yeah,
Sunday morning.
Oh,
we lost Woody.
We lost Woody. You got you got
there's like 3 of me.
Woody, come back. All right. Well, I'll go through the rest here. So that's at 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. Sunday morning, early morning. 6 a.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Australian time. Garfield, our Australian brother from a down under, he's going to be doing Alien Isolation in VR. I didn't know this was a thing, so
We got kicked from the call.
got kicked from the call.
Try to reconnect to the call. So we have your camera. We don't have me in weird split view.
Oh shit! I think I got kicked from the call now. I tried calling it back and it made another call. What is going on?
Yeah, I was just like,
does it still look fine?
Add friends. No friends found that are already in this DM.
Oh God! What do you just get back into the DM? Just break it down. It's a dumpster fire. Okay, let's just end it. We've gone on long enough. We need to end it. So
Sunday
VR.
night, I will be streaming Hot Shot Racing on Xbox One after the VR stream.
Yeah, so
but
it
be
is
like
on
6 a.m. our time. So
it is on Game Pass. So it is free if you have Game Pass.
Yes.
Woody, you're back in, but we can't hear you.
God.
Everything's breaking down. Okay, personal stuff. I'll be live on Thursday on my channel, twitch.tv/JohnnyLChase. I'm going to continue Doom Eternal. Friday is date night, which is my wife and I's co-stream. Actually, we're doing something she wants to do. She wants to play Among Us. So we might do a co-stream where I'm live and she's live, so you can get both perspectives. Totally not cheating. I promise. I'll look at the streams and I will shut the door so she can not hear or see anything. It'll be interesting. So, since there's no game day, if you want to jump in, hey, he's back. Yay. So, since there is no game day, if you guys want to join us for that, all parties welcome. I think the baser wanted to hop in on something Among Us. So
I'm sure Joe can at least consider it. She's fallen in love with Among Us. I have yet to try it, but Joe is all about Among Us.
It is super cheap on Steam. It is also free on mobile.
We already own it on Steam.
There you go.
Joe bought it like immediately. She won a gift card from our Extra Life last year. That's the only thing she's used on so far is Among Us.
There you go.
I want to join, but I don't think I'll be able to.
Oh, we got it. The ons are coming up. Wolf, what are you doing on your stream? Twitch.tv/MrTL Wolf.
Tomorrow I'll be going live around 11 a.m. I've been liking the 11 a little better than 10. And as long as it's released, I will be playing Fall Guys Season 2. As long as it's out at that point.
Yeah.
If not, I don't know yet. And then Friday will be my normal co-stream with Short Bus Eric and Banana Poet now. Banana Poet is also joining in. She streams her own perspective.
Nice.
We're all raising money for our own Extra Life hospitals. For myself, I'm supporting Barbara Bush Children's Hospital in Portland, Maine. Eric is supporting the McLeod Children's Hospital in Florence, South Carolina. Banana Poet supports the Texas Children's Hospital in Houston, Texas. Obviously, here we are supporting the WVU Medicine Children's Hospital in Morgantown, West Virginia. I can't believe I got all of those right.
Wow,
especially that quickly. But we'll be playing Forza Horizon 4 on Friday, starting about 9 a.m. and then at noon we switched to something else. We have not talked about what the something else is. Like last week, we literally, I want to say at like 11:45, we were like, we still don't know what we're doing, and Jim was like, "Well, I'm in GTA right now. You want to just mess around in GTA?" We're like, "Done."
There you go.
So we'll do something afternoon. I don't know what yet on Friday, but tomorrow I'm gonna try to play Fall Guys Season 2 as long as it's out by 11 a.m.
I'll try and join my lunch break.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll try to join in that as well because I am so close to 40, but I don't know if I'll be able.
Season 2 ticks, your fame gets reset. So
yeah. I don't know if I want to hit 40. I'll be one of those ones that's like 39. That's good. I don't need that Jack in the Box. I win so few I'll never see it.
Right?
Yeah.
I have one still, so
yeah.
I literally only need it because I think there's an achievement tied to like winning with like a non-default win animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, for all the Steam achievement points that I need.
The way I'm yawning, there's no way I'm be able to stay up and play the rest of it there. Woody, you don't stream, so we don't need to plug your stuff.
Follow G1 Game Days. We're
Yes.
a charity group who do charity things.
Follow us on all the socials. We have Twitter. We have Instagram. We have Facebook. Who
Join our
knows?
Discord.
Maybe we'll have a TikTok where all the hosts will dance.
Join our Discord though, so you can, if you're not already part of it, so you can ask some of these questions for next time, which will be in 2 weeks.
Yep. And also,
which in 2 weeks we'll either be talking about Resident Evil 2 or Silent Hill. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. And also, there's the link in the chat if you guys are watching on Twitch. It's right there. Go join it. We also have a bunch of other like little rooms and forums that we want to start using more because like I've been doing it online. I know our host that's on hiatus right now, Tom the Iron Man, he's been using that like crazy. So yeah, I like these like little rooms. It's like, all right, let's post some stuff here. Like here's the sports section. Here's talk about gaming. I have one where I'm just like, hey, post funny stuff about Star Trek. Let's talk about Star Trek. So yeah. G1 Game Day says use Discord or else.
Yeah, we would love to talk to you guys more on the Discord.
But that's
give us stuff to talk about.
Yeah, that's speaking of talking though. That's gonna be it for the talking from us. We've gone, God knows,
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. I actually
we had a lot of news to cover. We had to rip that terrible movie to shreds.
Yeah,
so bad.
So many close-ups of guns, but the bullets don't go.
And close up the cameras. Close up the camera. Close up the camera.
I should do a supercut of all the zoom-ins on the cameras. See how much wasted footage there is of just cameras.
I would say at least 5 minutes.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for us. Don't forget, we are proudly sponsored by Red Sports and Race Energy Drink. Go to repsports.com with 2 P's. Use promo code GameDays at checkout, and you save 15% off your order, and you help the kids. So that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you on Saturday, potentially, for A Way Out Part 2. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.